everyone, welcome to Unsung Fury episode 15. I am joined by the lovely people that you can see right here on the screen. We hope that you all had a nice break waiting another week. But we are back with more Unsung Fury. I'm excited. Are you guys excited to see if we live?
Yeah, we're back from outer space trying to get back into outer space.
Something.
You just walked in here with that sad look upon your face. So I don't know. I'm just sitting here wondering about changing my locks or something.
We just loaded a mountain gun, filled a truck full of the Emperor's sons.
It's gonna be interesting, that's for sure. But before we get right into it, let's do a few things. A little dry cleaning. We have new emotes. I couldn't wait for spring. It's
Ooh.
Valentine's and February is making me all springy, so all the spring emotes are up. Have fun with them. Enjoy. I forgot Mag High, but it should be in there now. Nice. Frank caught it. But hopefully it all goes in there. So enjoy the new emotes. Because spring is in the air. And of course, if you are enjoying the stream, you can support us. It helps support and pay for cast members here. Twitch.tv/MargaretCrone. Sub right there. Yeah, you get some cool emotes in return, as well as access to the VODs before everybody else. Now, if you tune in later or you can't watch it live, there's always the YouTube channel as well. youtube.com/MargaretCronePlays. They'll be up there in the morning. I try to be pretty diligent about that. So you can check them out there if you missed the previous episodes or want to relive the experience. You can subscribe over there. And of course, follow me in all the places so you know whenever we go live. But let's just go into it. Lucy's being very demanding this week. She just wants love all the time. Like, she'd be content if I just held her like this the whole time. So let's go around and talk about your characters and who you're bringing to the table and who you are and all that jazz. We'll start things off with Luther, aka Delric. We see you're in a new scenery today. You still look cold AF.
My heating system is I can't pick it up because it's hot. One of those like standing oil filled space heaters.
Oh yeah. The ones that they don't let you bring to work because OSHA violations.
Yeah, those ones. I still need to purchase and install a heating system in here, which I'll probably do honestly in like the summertime. I'll just survive until then. Speaking of feeling,
what a dad move! I'm sorry, I'm sorry, Scott. That's such a dad thing. No, put on another sweater.
My wife is literally like, just buy something already. I'm like, no, it's only 3 more months till warmth. And it's funny, Maggie's like, spring is in there. I'm like, my first real winter storm's in 2 days.
I know. It's because it's technically still winter. Everyone was giving. What's really funny to me is that everyone was making fun of all my emotes because they're like, it's still winter. And I'm like, or they're like, it's spring, or it's like, it's not snowing anymore. And I'm like, it's snowing in some places, man. My homies in Wisconsin know. Thank you, Lord Minion, for the raid. Welcome, minions. Hopefully you guys enjoy our Warhammer Wrath Glory action. We need to get Wade in on this sometime.
Lord Minion, I think I heard about that dude. He's kind of a tool, isn't he?
Session. You want in, Wade? Want some more tabletop action in your life? So tell us a little bit about your character. Sorry, Scott. We distracted you by talking about your background and your heater.
No, you're fine. Luther, I keep saying it. He's really nice. He's the party go-to for a good laugh. And he'd cheer you up when you're feeling down. Yeah. And you know what? If you're ever walking alone, cold, in the rain, he's willing to give you a ride. He is. He'll pick you up.
I mean, he kind of did do that.
You know, all those things.
Also put up a wall between you and him to be like, I don't know you, but I'm picking you up.
Listen, I'll help you out, but the smell.
One of those things is true. The other, And moving on to Torne, played by Apocalypto12. Tell us a little bit about the character that you're bringing to the table today.
Hi, I'm Tyler, Apocalypto_12. Torne is a Imperial Guardsman and kind of sort of a dual-wielding gun specialist. He likes to go straight to the point, and in some regards is kind of dumb in that he won't dance around things and will be very direct about it. But he's bonded really well with Gildo, who's played by Eric.
They have a bromance.
Yeah, it's a tornado up in here. But anyway, And I stream on Twitch and do a whole bunch of stuff. My background's the same, but my hair is going to be different the next time you see me.
Will you still have hair, or are you going to get the wade?
I'm not going to get the wade.
Oh, okay. Because I totally would go to the barber and be like, listen, I need a mean wade. You know what I mean? Like I need a wicked tight wade right now. That's what I need.
Oh my god.
They'd be like, the wade? I'm like, it's like a Kirk, but less.
And moving on from Tyler's bad dad jokes, Gildo, played by Eric Volcaris, tell us a little bit about who you are and, of course, who you're bringing to the table.
Hey everybody, I'm Eric. I'm Eric Vulgaris everywhere. I'm also a part-time streamer running all of my role-playing games right now. I'm the Pendragon guy. That's what I'm most known for. I'm also analyst at Roll20, so I'm responsible for the org report and all that kind of stuff and knowing what people do and what games they play. So that's what I'm doing out there. But tonight, I'm playing my favorite Gildo Stern. Gildo is a Catachan soldier. And if you don't know what that means, just think of someone from the Predator. Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's pretty much me. So I'm super excited about it. You should know that my favorite weapon is a knife.
And his favorite place to drop out of is a vent.
Yes. My favorite way to enter a scene and attack somebody is from above. So that's my favorite. I love it so much. And
it's been a running theme. It's been great.
Yeah.
And of course, I'm playing Ostara, who is our sanctioned psyker. She has gotten some weird messages from her grandfather, who she thought was dead, but is apparently, I don't know. Weird shit is going down. She's seeing stuff, and things around her are getting a little chaosy. I don't know, what would you call it?
Chaosy.
Yeah, chaosy, I would say, is like the best word that I got for it. But I've been really enjoying it, and I'm excited to see more of what's in store for us. We learned some interesting things about our friend Gildo recently, so that makes me kind of a little nervous. He's been hiding things from us. What is this? But I'm sure it's all fine.
Yes.
Perfectly fine.
It's totally fine.
Nothing's bad. No corruption happening. We're gonna be great. The Inquisition's just gonna come and give us hugs and hand out candy. Right?
Yeah, totally. That's what they are.
What they
Just
do.
reversed trick-or-treaters.
So throwing it over to Venator, is that what your name
Venator.
is? Venator, your new name? Oh goodness. Frank today. Tell us who you are, and of course take it away, Frank.
Hello. As you all know, I am Control Up Frank. As usual, I changed my name. Today is Venator. Anybody who can use Google Translate will be able to find out what that means in Latin. But don't. It'll spoil.
Gladiator?
No.
Okay.
Different
Looking it
meaning.
up right now. Hunter.
Yes.
Your name just makes me think of what's
Glenn
that
Danzig.
character from Spawn?
Yeah, totally.
I don't know what that is.
I was thinking Spawn. You've seen Spawn?
No, I've never seen Spawn.
The graphic novel?
No.
The clown character played
Led
by
Zeppelin.
Oh, what the hell's that
Frank
clown?
is like 12 years old.
I just remember it's a 90s movie.
Oh my god, who is
Really
it?
awful graphics.
Oh, what the hell's his name? It's gonna kill me. You take over. I'll remember it.
Okay. Keep going, Frank.
But you can all find me Twitch, Twitter, Discord at Control Out Frank. As Scott is confused, we can jump right into things because I feel like that's his natural state.
John Leguizamo. John Leguizamo. His name's John Leguizamo. I love John Leguizamo. From like Tu Wong Fu, Thanks for Everything, Julie Newmar, and like a whole bunch of
I know
other
what you're talking
movies.
You were.
John Leguizamo.
I have no idea who.
If
that
you
is.
Google John Leguizamo, you'd be like, I know that guy. I've seen him in a lot of movies. He's pretty tight. Like,
I don't
As
watch
soon as you
movies.
see him, Frank.
John Leguizamo.
I don't know. I don't watch movies or TV, and I don't know people. I'm sorry. All right.
Shots fired.
So, where last we left our unfortunate party, they were loading up into a civilian version of a Chimera, a armored transport vehicle. more of a metal box than anything else, but it serves its purpose well on the battlefield. This one is a little more modified, not meant for the aggression of war. Instead, as you all have noticed, the seats, there are actually seats in here, which is surprising to you, Gildo.
Yeah.
Are leather. Nice. There's in the middle, instead of a weapons rack, a small table, and as you guys kind of inspect, you notice that there's different bottles filled with just various liquids. Some of them legal, some of them not so much.
Good use for Molotov cocktails, Gildo.
I'm good. As I sharpen my knife. I'm pretty apprehensive. I'm pretty nervous for like the things to come, right? Like, but I'm glad. But I kind of like have that for a quick moment here. You have the scene of like where so you kind of like jokingly look at me, and I feel like you're also kind of a little nervous. We're all having a little bit of like this apprehension in the air, and I'm like just sharpening my knife, and I look around and I see you all, and I'm like, don't worry, we're all good friends here. We're gonna get through this.
Are we?
It's very sentimental.
You're talking about these other two that I don't even know who they are. One's like all sparkly and shit.
Yeah, especially the sparkly one. Listen to her.
Hey, maybe we can just throw him out the back and it'll blind whoever's chasing us if we ever run into trouble.
No, leave Cristal alone.
Throws off a heat-seeking missile. We light him on fire with a Molotov like a chaff.
Oh,
Cristal.
Oh, that's good.
I want to know how
So-
Crystal reacts to this.
yeah, Scott, you distracted me with that really bad joke.
You're welcome.
But yeah, so you're loaded up with your two compatriots, one of which you kind of forced here. Crystal and Carl are Calaramiente.
Did we force them?
Luther literally threatened to shoot him if he didn't come.
So Luther did. We maybe did not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Tornae's casually joking about throwing one out the back as a distraction.
Yeah, and you notice that there are, unfortunately, no weapons mounted on the sides, but instead portholes where you could either look out or stick a gun out if you wanted to. Then, of course, there is the large, double-barreled, heavy stubber, this massive machine gun that's right now inside the Chimera itself, ready to be lifted up and out of the upper hatch. There is your other new friends who, every now and then, you guys might catch taking a look over her shoulder back towards Gildo, Alana. As she's flipping on the engine, you hear just the loud purr of an engine. And despite how fancy and nice this vehicle is, you can smell the promethium and exhaust throughout. Clearly, not all designs are meant to be turned into luxury. As she's putting her old headset on with a little leather cap underneath it, she turns towards Luther and says, "Hi, Lord. I'm going to radio Giovanni, see if he can open up the door for us. But no one's saying anything."
What do you mean no one's saying anything?
She taps the headset. Nothing's coming through. It's not static or anything. It's just nothing.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said you were going to. Gotcha. So he says, "That's fine. Get us there. We can open the door if need be."
She motions out towards. From where the Chimera is parked in the garage, it's about 50 feet.
Oh.
Uh,
Oh, so we're not at this.
Oh, you mean the door to leave the garage?
Yes.
Oh, get out of the car. Well, walk over there.
Yeah. Okay. She like sees you like get out, and she like immediately goes into "oh shit, my boss is doing my job" mode, and you all see her open like the driver hatch and just like lift herself out in one motion. Lord, no, please, let me
Keep the car ready.
Yes, my lord, but... And as soon as she says that, you hear almost nothing. A slight buzz dying down as the lights in the room begin to flicker out. It must be the power generators. The backup ones should be on soon, though.
Get in the car now. Gildo, Torne.
Torne's gonna push the machine gun out of the top and prepare to blow open the garage door.
He goes from 0 to blow the shit up.
I like how you just call his name and then all of a sudden he's like, I'm gonna blow the door out.
It's like Gildo.
No.
He's like, Shink Torne. Sorry.
Yeah. So, Torne, you lift this massive gun up, and you look around with your Prey-Sense goggles. You don't see anything. Everything's fine. Looks like the lights just went out. But the door itself is this massive, several foot thick iron slab with a beautiful golden skull in the middle.
Ah, perfect. I've got a target.
You have a gun. Just a machine gun, basically.
He's not gonna start shooting, but he's gonna
Okay.
say, he's just gonna simply say, "What's going on?" Aren't you the authority?
I
around
realize
here?
I realize you were asking me and it's not Frank. You say, what's going on?
Yeah.
I
What's
say-
going on? I thought you were the authority around here.
There's a structure, Torne. Things are going sideways quickly, and it seems as though faster than we anticipated. We need to leave this place. Watch my 6, and I'm going to turn and start walking towards like the gatehouse or whatever it is that would control that door. I understand that it's probably controlled by power, but I at least want to go look at
yes.
this.
Did you want me to
And-
go with you or?
I didn't call for you because you just had an episode very recently. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like you just had a thing.
Okay.
Like
Then I'll still be in the
moment
tank. I
ago?
just wanted to know.
yeah. So Gildo, you're welcome to join me if you'd like. I don't ask for you to other than say your name.
I don't think I will actually.
Cool.
I've had enough of
I'll just
bureaucracy
follow you
bullshit.
with the giant
Yeah.
gun then.
Yeah.
Sure. So
I'll hang back on
I'll
the star.
I'll start heading over in that direction.
There's no guard post or anything. You're just in a garage full of just various very nice vehicles. This being the largest and most militaristic. Make a quick awareness check. It's the one that
I
starts.
had to open up my sheet. Yeah, I was getting my sheet open.
5's not bad.
All right.
That's not bad at all.
Yeah, you actually notice that as the lights appear to be slowly flickering back on, there's off to the side, just hanging from the ceiling, what looks like a manual open button. You see them in standard garages, and the thing that hangs down, you press the up button, the thing goes up. Press the down button,
yeah.
the thing goes down. Just very simple remote control hanging from the ceiling. It actually seems like there's multiple throughout this garage.
So I see that, obviously, like you said, multiples throughout the garage. With there being multiples and there are multiple doors, there's a clear no, they control this door.
It's just one large slab that basically goes up.
Awesome. Before I just grab the thing and press the button mindlessly, I did want to look around and see if I notice anything else in here. It's less about seeing because I understand that it's dark. It's more about listening.
You don't hear anything out of the ordinary. You do see that, while not following your order to the T, she is still next to the car, hands in front of her, feet together, standing, waiting for you. Alana, being a good chauffeur.
Imagine this is one of those scenes where it's like, you're watching like the horror movie, vampire movie, whatever it is, and I like took the steps across that leaky old garage, and I stop and look around, and seemingly nothing's there. But then I'll reach up and grab the big button and click it, which is going to be loud.
Yeah. And just immediately, you all hear it, just the sound of metal on metal as the garage door begins to open.
Oh, great.
Oh yeah, cool.
Turning the
Cool.
gun towards the door.
It's a
Is
slow
it light out
process.
there?
Yeah, it's daytime.
Okay, cool.
Oh.
I'm not stupid. So if light's coming in, I'll start making my way back towards the car. But like, I suppose not like going out of my way, but if I could stick to the shadow to any degree, as opposed to just walking directly in the sunlight or whatever light.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't catch the last of it, but I'm going to assume.
I said sexual things to you, Frank.
I'm not surprised. I'm used to it.
As is
Mhm.
tradition.
Of
Then,
course.
Astara, make a quick psychic mastery test for me.
Oh, I don't like that.
Difficulty very high.
Right.
Okay.
That's fine.
Oh, that's fine.
Wrath and glory, Sarah. Wrath and glory.
No, 8.
Perfect.
60.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Is it high enough?
What is it?
I mean, it's not intimidatingly high.
What does it
but-
look like? Like, what does a star feel before they make this mastery test? Like, what is either overcoming them or like what is the sensation? Obviously, none of us feel it because we're not.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know
But,
what
like,
it is
what-
that I'm seeing.
What is?
So.
Yeah, like what does the star feel like before this happens, and then what does it feel after?
Astara, you honestly don't feel anything. It's you feel pretty normal. Maybe a little hitch in your breath, a little vertigo for a slight moment, but whatever it was passes.
Trying to like.
Luther, you're muted.
Okay.
Ostara. I think we need to go check out inside the mansion really quickly.
Want us to go back out?
I honestly think we need to go and check this. Just,
I told you they
Come
were
with
here.
me.
We need to leave.
I understand. That's why we're heading towards the shuttle. Nonetheless, we need to get in there. There's something that we forgot.
What did we forget?
I look at you and then I draw. I toss like a. I imagine it's not very subtle because he's not an incredibly subtle person. Look at the fact that there's a driver, Cristal, and the other one nearby. We're gonna call him Ted nearby. And then look back towards the mansion.
Carl.
That's what I'm not sure. Where is Carl?
Carl's in the car.
Yeah.
Carl!
Out of character? I'm confused about who you saying a minute.
Carl. No. I said something. We're missing something, not person. And then you're like, you need like, what are you interested in? And I'm like, saying there's ears.
Out of character. I'm not sure what you're talking.
I'm not sure what you're not sure about. You're saying
What
You're
are
saying
you
what-
implying we're forgetting?
no, I'm implying we're forgetting a particular thing. I'm saying what we're forgetting, I probably shouldn't talk about in front of these other people.
No, I get that. But I
Yeah.
also don't know what you're talking about, what you're in reference to.
Well, because I haven't said.
Okay. So I'm
Yeah.
So a
was
star
being-
would not know what you're talking about.
No, you're correct.
Okay.
That is correct. Correct. You don't know what I'm talking about. Correct.
Okay. Then she looks at you confusedly.
Yeah.
Through
And then
the Chimera windows.
sure. And then I'm gonna like give you that nod, like an affirmative nod, and I'm gonna start walking back towards the mansion. Though, of course, checking 3 and 9 as I go occasionally.
And follow him.
Yeah.
But before I leave, I turn back and I say to Torne, I'm like, Be ready to load that door up.
I'm the one that's opening.
If it closes, yeah. If it closes, we're gonna get the fuck out of here. It's gonna turn
All
back
right.
around.
Gildo, do you have
I'm
any
worried
idea
that
what's
there's
going
gonna be
on?
like a shutdown and things are gonna lock down.
All right, listen, I hear you.
And calm before the storm. It's like sharpening
Yeah,
my knife
but
again.
wasn't it Luther who literally just told us to get in this car and get ready to go, and then all of a sudden he's going back in?
Welcome to the military.
This just seems really weird to me, but all right.
Gildo,
I was getting in the stuff, getting out of stuff, getting ready to go again. It's all normal, man. So whatever. Just wait.
Stara's
Yeah.
gonna like quicken her pace to catch up to Luther, and then when she gets next to him, she's gonna be like, "Did you mean? I told you we should not be here.
No, I know.
They are
I
here.
understand.
All four of them."
I know. We need to get off world quick, and we're going for our best option. But we don't actually know if it's our best option yet. There was something else I forgot to check. We just need to get to a terminal quickly. I'll be able to look into it.
And do I know where the nearest terminal is, Frank?
It would be back up towards your room.
I mean, not all the way, right? Like they'd be
No, not all the way.
Yeah.
You know, near probably the office.
Can I scribe that direct, like our path there, to see if we will encounter anything?
Yeah, try to scry.
Stara says, "Wait," and she like holds your hand, and you see her eyes roll back, potentially.
Yeah, she does.
I had to beat a 6, which I did, but I did get a complication.
Immediately, as you attempt to scry, you feel a searing pain right behind your eyes, and you
see
know
her
this
twitching
Luther is
more
no
than
longer
she
there.
normally does. Normally, she just like rolls her eyes back and easy pecheesy. She's twitching.
Yes, all of you see Astara still sitting with you inside the Chimera, twitching far heavier than usual. Her breathing ragged,
Wait, I went back?
wet, coming. Yes, Astara, you know this Luther is no longer behind you. In fact, you're in almost complete blackness. There's a red, dim light reaching out towards you slowly. And you hear a familiar voice. One that you probably don't wish to hear.
The voice that I heard down when I was like sneaking down. Oh.
One of them. Oh, darling. You're so easy to fool. Now I know where y'all are. Fortunately, we couldn't cut the power in time before the generators came back. Poor planning on our part. But we'll have y'all soon.
I stopped crying.
As soon as you stop scrying, you jolt back into your body, awake again inside the Chimera. Everything that you were saying, you said out loud to everyone, which is unusual for you.
I didn't say
It wasn't.
anything.
Well, when you're talking to Luther,
Oh, I see.
you weren't so much using your powers, it was somebody using theirs against you.
I say over the comms, "There is no time, Luther. We must go." I'm gonna look at the driver and I'll be like, "Get in the car."
I look back at her and say, no, we need to go and investigate this. If we take the wrong path without measure twice, cut once.
Was I
That's
next
how
to
you
him
succeed.
And now I'm not next to him?
Yeah, Luther, you find yourself.
Yeah, I'm not next to you
Nothing
anymore.
changed for you, Luther. you just hear as you're hitting the button and walking back to the
Oh,
chimera.
okay, cool. Sorry.
Yeah,
cool.
no, it's over.
Yeah, I
Like,
heard,
texting
but I
you,
wasn't
she's
sure if she was still in. Oh, I didn't see that.
It's all good.
Oh, so my apologies. So, what did I hear her actually? What part of that did I actually hear her say? Just the over the comm part?
Yeah,
think
when
just over
she
the
came
counter.
back in and spoke of
Yep. Yep. I just like because of course the amount of urgency or whatever she had there was probably a little off-putting because
Well, I
either
was
way,
next to him, and now I'm not. Right? That's
correct. You're in the car.
Yeah, it's literally the vertigo part. You would be able to figure out just from
Sorry.
being a psychic and a rolling very high on your psychic masteries. The vertigo you felt was almost like going into a alternate world, someone else's imagination almost, as they were attempting to form a picture around you with the characters in play.
Hmm.
Basically, puppet mastery.
Yodelay, yodelay, yodelay.
And Luther, what do you do when she tells you all this over the
Yep. I mean, again, she has sense of urgency and all that stuff. I don't respond immediately. I just, start making my way downtown, back to the car.
Tornay's just tracing with the machine gun, just aimed right behind him.
make a awareness check?
Me?
Me?
Yep, the gunner.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right.
We spent too much time together, Tyler.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah. You actually do notice a little bit more activity than you would have guessed. Not directly outside, but basically you have the villa, the garage, and then for about 150 yards, just a nice park and fields that's literally meant to be Luther's personal garden. And on the far end of the field and garden, you notice a lot more people moving around than usual. You can't really tell what they're doing or why.
Well, Tornay, having been on guard as it was anyway, is going to pull the bolt back on the machine gun and have it ready to go.
All right. Luther, as you make your way to the car, Alana moves up to you and offers you like her double hands for you to step up onto the vehicle itself.
Yep. I hop up. That was the hard part.
Yeah. Getting onto the tank. And she like hefts you up with a slight grunt. Says, "Hi, my lord. I'll be there in just a moment." And she begins to climb up, and she staggers a little bit.
That's why I didn't want her to leave the vehicle. Got shot. I'm calling it. Money's down. Money's on the table.
Yeah. And Luther,
All on
literally-
red.
Correct. You win. Just go to let Scott get that all out. Yeah, as she's climbing up, she staggers. You hear her fall a little bit as she's attempting to climb back into the driver's viewport. And a few seconds later, you hear the telltale sound, the snap of a las bolt as it sears through her midsection. She's still very much alive, though.
This is why you listen to orders. Someone
She
tells you
did.
to get
She
in the
went
car.
back to the
Get in
vehicle.
the car.
Yeah.
Like, don't you realize that your commanding officer is an experienced PC? God damn it, you stupid mother. Anyway, so
All right. In her defense, you never told her what was going on.
of course
She just
not.
knows you guys are going for a ride.
Yeah. Well, she's
And
not
we
an
chose-
idiot. She put two and
chose-
two together.
Yeah. Chose a military-esque vehicle with armor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She also, the conversation we had beforehand and the fact that I was like, can you fly a spaceship? You know what I mean?
She's like, yeah, I can get off this shit world.
yeah, she ain't dumb. Either way,
No,
so
she's
she
not.
climbs back into the seat. I'm going to lean forward because I imagine we're sitting behind her, right? And say, can you still drive?
Yeah, we see her fall back down into the seat sideways as she pulls the hatch closed. And she's holding her midsection.
It's
and
Mr.
just,
Orange.
looks down and just shakes her. I might be able to drive, Lord, but it's going to be tough.
Torne saw this happen, right, too?
I need to go down that healing tree.
Ash.
Yeah, Turani, you actually probably saw the last bolt come in from the far side. This long red streak of coherent light.
Gildo, I think we got that sniper. He's come back.
Shink.
This machine gun's no use for that at the moment, but we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, you're gonna need one of these. Shink.
I will say to them all, I do not think I will be helpful. At least not until we get away a bit.
You still talking to yourself?
So, what was your actual response to? And it says she slunk on the side, but she didn't actually say a response.
No, she said she is holding the wound closed. It's mostly cauterized.
Yeah.
But she's in shock and a lot of pain. And she said she can probably drive, but you're guessing that's her not wanting to say that she can't.
God damn it! Who's the next best pilot? I mean, I know I'm an
pilot
8.
skills.
I know I'm an 8.
Yeah, that's
I'm
a
an 8
really
as
good
well.
skill.
I'm
I'm an
6.
8 as well.
Yeah, we go the gunman.
Yeah.
Gunman, blow away the sniper, please save us.
I can't. I don't have anything that's ranged, that far range.
Except
You gotta.
You have volume of fire. You don't need precision.
You gotta go Lego style though. You have to actually say pew 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 each time.
Look, all I have is a knife, man. So what are you on?
I mean, when
How
we
good's
start
that throwing
moving,
arm?
he'll start shooting. He's waiting until we're on the move. He doesn't want to make himself
I've seen-
into a target at the moment.
I've seen some Call of Duty kill cam
think you're gonna
videos. I
have
think
to
I could do it with a
drive
knife.
over.
I'm also a good medic, so I was gonna try to save her life. But
I could try driving. I have a 6.
no, it's cool. Aces in their places. So I'm gonna.
I could. Well, I'm not going to be able to help much with my psychic stuff, so I could do like
Why
Wrath.
are we so concerned about saving this person instead of just
Because
getting
she's
out
our driver.
Yeah,
and
because
she
I
can
actually like
fly
her.
interplanetary craft.
Yeah.
Yeah, she
I
can
actually
fly
like her.
the spacecraft.
So this is all meta chat. What would actually happen is I say you could drive, and she's kind of like her response or whatever. And we can see obviously the conditions she's in. I'm like, never mind. And I'm gonna make my way over and hop in the driver's seat. If I remember correctly, somebody here has a medical kit or the like, or some sort of medical supplies. I'll actually just
I already
say
used it on.
it's not one time though, is it?
No, it's not one time.
Yeah, I just say hand up those supplies. And just so you guys know, in out of game, my intention is drive and focus on it during the difficult stuff. And instead of texting and driving, I'm gonna try to do what I can.
Don't heal and drive.
I'm gonna try to heal and drive when it's like,
Don't heal and
we're just like, yeah, but like the easy parts. When
No,
you
just
drive
put
with
her-
your knee,
What's
you
Put
your
her
just
in the
kind of
back.
What's your medicine?
Gildo can try and heal.
It's
Yeah,
really high, huh?
All I'll say
9.
is,
9. Oh my gosh.
while she is mortally wounded, if you stabilize her, she'll pretty much be good.
Yeah. So I'm probably gonna try to heal and drive because it's dumb, and I saw.
I'd rather help you
Reservoir Dogs.
drive. I'd rather just try to help you drive than and let
That's
you
what I'm
heal.
saying. Like I could just drive to start with.
I'm not a good driver.
And then do what's it called? Chinese fire drill, is it,
Yeah.
or whatever it's called,
Just
right?
swap.
Yeah, we can do one of those. Okay, sure, fine. I don't know how big these seats are, Frank. Are these 1970s Lincoln Town Car like bench seats, or what are we working at?
Yeah.
Whenever she says what
It's
she
an
says.
APC.
Sorry, Frank.
Oh no, there's plenty of space. This one it's literally retrofitted to be a luxury interior.
You said it could fit like 10 people, right?
It can fit 10 people
Back.
Yeah.
in the
So
back.
when
Yeah, but
you're
the
talking to
pilot
her and you're
seat
like,
is-
"Hey, can you drive?" and she's like, she looks like she's struggling. I say, "You handle that. I will drive."
So I'm like getting out. So I go up there and you say that, and I give her like a look, like as a pause, where then I just kind of concede because like I look at you not because like you're challenging like what my thought was, but genuine concern because you're being out there. So it's like that look, and then I just nod.
I want to get the
and I'll
fuck
go to
out
work.
of here.
Yeah.
If you guys
I'm scared.
go out into the open and outside the vehicle, Tournay's gonna have like a moment of hesitation and go, ah shit, and do suppressive fire with the machine gun.
Yeah, you guys don't have to actually leave the vehicle itself to pull her out.
It's like a limo.
Yeah, think of it like a really large Hummer where there's no barrier except for the seat itself.
Okay.
It's like a Bradley. It's an APC.
So one
Like
of you
Bradley
can literally
Cooper?
pull her out of the driver's seat into the passenger compartment.
Gildo's got a job.
Yep, Godo's got it.
Yep. Put away the knife.
Moving around in tight spaces.
He stabs the knife into one of the leather seats.
Yeah, I totally do. I totally do that because I'm frustrated.
Oh,
yeah, that's
no.
awesome.
Just pure cocaine falls out.
I go assist. So is this an assist metagame, or is it actually just like, am I just sitting here doing it?
Well, who's doing the medicing
He's
part?
gonna cut off her leg and then.
Uh,
no, just kidding.
I definitely should not be the one doing the metagame.
Me.
So
Yeah, you're doing
if
Oh god.
if
Luck,
Luke's
don't
doing
fail me
it,
now.
then Gildo, you're basically being the nurse
Gildo
at the
would
moment.
assist.
So assistant.
No. Oh god damn it. Okay.
The Gildo has to roll and assist.
I mean, all I'm doing is holding them down. I'm not actually
Oh,
assisting.
you don't actually want to like
Oh, you-
play wise.
don't
No,
wanna, like, cover
I
anything?
roll 4 dice on this. I actually don't.
Yeah. I roll
Yeah.
as well.
Nothing bad can happen from
I
assistant.
just tell them like it's okay. You'll be fine. Just toughen. You'll be fine. Just toughen up.
I imagine an assisting complication's way less bad than that was poorly phrased than
Alright,
a
fine.
actual complication.
Fine,
No,
I'll
you don't.
help
I'm not telling you have to. I'm
Fine,
just
fine, commissar. I'll help you. God,
get your hands dirty, boy.
If you
I don't-
roll a complication, you can blame
there you
him.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Got a
Oh, you got all successes.
That's not bad. That's really
Yeah.
good.
4 out of 4. Baby, don't be sad.
Yeah. Also,
You know,
my
I am going
Medicaid
to-
pack is in my stuff, so.
I am actually
I'll
going to
reach
give
you
you
stuff.
a single bonus on that, simply for the fact that, well, Gildo, what are you doing to assist?
I mean, they're hoarding out and their guts are out, and I know a thing or two about my guts.
She has a Carthagrais rune, basically. It was a lasgun that hit her, not
Oh
a projectile.
He distracts her
I-
by making out with her.
no, I recall.
She would like that.
No, I know she would, but I'm just telling her a story.
I know she.
Gildo
would.
would.
Oh, that's right.
I'm just telling a story about. I was like, oh, that's not too bad. I'm doing that joke of like, oh, you should have saw this time about the
Oh,
soldier on
You
Cadia.
gotta tell her to toughen
You know,
up.
this
She's
is
like,
nothing.
yeah.
Oh, this could have been a lot worse. You're gonna pull through just fine.
Oh,
No, you're
man.
making a different role now. You're making a different role. You are telling the person that really likes you to toughen up and be like, hey, this one time, yeah. You
At
see
band
this
camp?
scar right here? Let me flex it for you.
Oh man.
Oh, that's.
I want to hear
actually-
Gildo
Yeah,
actually
no.
say it.
Does anybody else want to watch Frank hit on
No,
somebody?
I understand though that she's trying to hit on me. The thing is that I'm not trying to hit on her at all. So like Gildo knows those vibes, and I'm not going for him.
Wait, I thought Gildo rolled too low to not know.
Yeah, I
that's
thought
what
you
was
were
going on.
oblivious.
I thought we all
Oh,
know.
that's-
Except
oh,
for
yeah,
Gildo.
that's
Yes,
right.
I'm
everyone
the only
except
one who
Gildo.
knows
Shit.
she's into you.
Oh yeah. Okay, I forgot. Yeah, you're right. I'm totally oblivious to that. Yeah, so
you
I
could
probably
still
would.
be not
I would
trying
tell
to
something
hit
about
on
my
her.
antics. Yeah,
Yeah,
but I would just say something about my antics.
Gildo, just make a quick fellowship roll.
Make a quick fellowship roll. 2.
Perfect.
And a complication.
She falls
Perfect.
more in love with you.
I'm the worst.
She
You know,
starts
that
taking
might
off her
actually be a
clothes so you
possibility.
can treat her.
I'm the worst.
Um,
I'm the doctor here?
Had to be.
Damn it, man. I'm a doctor.
okay, cool. That's all I
I don't
wanted.
want him to be
Um,
my doctor. No, I'm just kidding.
Excellent. So,
Doctor.
Luther, make your mythical roll as
With a +1.
we see Astara. Yep, add a
I
plus
think you
one.
get.
Does he give me?
+1 dice. ED.
So yeah.
Make it plus
If you would have asked for it, then he would have just said it's in my stuff and pointed to his stuff in the back.
one for the assist and then one for the
Yep.
an extra die for the medical +2.
So yeah,
Yep, so
+2.
+2 die.
So I have 2 ED.
Mhm.
Sounds bad.
It does.
Do erectile
2
dysfunction.
BD.
Not great. Oh, you know what I should have done? I should have committed, but that's fine.
Oh, with your wrath.
Yeah,
No,
but that's
he's
okay. I did it.
Stable.
Cool.
Yeah. Tell me how it goes down.
Well, Gildo doesn't, for one. And sorry, I couldn't resist. I'm a terrible person. So I imagine Gildo's over there. He's saying his words and whatnot. And honestly, it's at one point I like look up at him like, "What are you doing?" And then I realize, like, I remember and realize the enamor that exists there. And so because he's like distracting her enough with the story, I don't hold back. I'm not really a nice and hold back person anyways. I just dig in and do what I have to do. Patch up the wound. I mean, it's a it should have cauterized from the laser, shouldn't have, right?
Yeah, it did. It's the internal damage, though.
He
Yeah,
said it
exactly.
did, yeah.
So I just like reach in and start doing whatever I got to do. I don't know how medicine
it's-
works in this world, but
Literally, you have to reopen the wound,
yes.
seal the wound proper.
I grab his knife. Just kidding. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that.
For you, it'd be a sword, though.
Shink. All right, hold on. I'm gonna do the surgery.
Pretty much how it goes. All right. Excellent.
Consent, Scott.
It's true.
I think she said yes.
Oh, him
Also
touching
true.
his sword.
Oh, my apologies.
All right. And Astara. The engine's already running. The controls, they're mostly familiar.
Yeah.
You've had to, in your time as a not detective level police officer, basically.
I've driven like a motorbike.
Yeah, but you probably have had some basic training in large vehicles.
Oh, yeah.
Simply for the position that you're at.
Yeah.
So, where
I'm
are you
rolling
going?
6 dice, so it's not like I'm rolling nothing. So.
Oh, yeah.
Just 6 dice.
Tell me when you're ready to move, Ostara. I'll lay some cover fire so we don't get sniped.
And as soon as you say that, Tarane, you just hear, you don't even see it, but you just hear it just a zap next to your head as a bolt goes flying by.
Do I see where it came from?
I mean, it's the same location as last time.
All right. He just makes a mental note of it and is kind of like ducking down even lower. Well, I'm a target now.
I will look to Crystal and say, help me with the trajectory. Make sure we're going the right way. Let's go. So,
Hey.
If Crystal could assist
Yeah.
the piloting
With piloting,
by
no.
navigation.
With navigation, yes. I'll give that to you for navigation. They do know their way around the city. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Is they're assisting by navigating and then I'm driving.
Hey, I don't want to be a sitting duck any longer. Let's move.
Yeah. Do you need to roll the assistance or am I just getting this?
You're just getting a +1 ED to that.
Yeah.
Just flat out for having
I
someone.
am going to commit a wrath to rerolling. If we had glory, I would totally use it as well, but we don't. We need
Not
to,
yet.
we need to get some glory, son.
Technically, I have a.
All right, here we go.
Oh, it did.
8
Yeah,
Now
glory.
you guys have glory.
and a glory. Hell yeah, son.
Doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
And I don't need to use my wrath.
you immediately just tear out of the garage. You all just feel the heavy lurch of the APC as it basically goes from a standstill to maximum speed as Astara just tears out. Where exactly are you attempting to go? You know that there's one main exit here, which is the gate that you all came in through. That is the main.
I would say
Wait,
we
in
are
and
trying to
out.
go the way we think will have the least resistance. So I'm hoping that Crystal is helping navigate to least resistance place. So maybe like looking to make sure traffic isn't like so we can get away as quickly as possible. And obviously our goal is to get to the spaceship.
We're trying to get back out of the city. We didn't take a main entrance for that. We took like a side special Luther entrance.
Yeah, but for the
inside of a
palace
garage.
itself.
Oh, okay.
Like we're
So
getting out of the
the
garage.
Oh no, the garage is literally door was 50 feet away. You guys opened it and you rocketed out.
Yeah.
So to get out of the main upper hive palace area, you have the main entrance, and Crystal would actually mention that there is actually a lesser known and not very well used service tunnel, where most of the time you would have to take a vehicle lift and a cargo lift to bring any cars up or down if you don't want to use the main gate. There's actually a tunnel that allows for the same thing for what's usually more discreet rendezvous.
Heyo.
What do I need to roll to be able to start shooting in the direction of where that sniper shot came from?
Just your regular ballistics attack skill.
So just roll the skill.
No problem.
If there's time, then I would expect Luther to maybe.
We got another glory.
He'd want to go.
Well, first off, how
Jeez,
dare you?
10.
Listen, I think your ballistics is. I had a ballistic joke there, but I couldn't phrase it right.
It's really ballistic.
Yeah. Sorry.
All right. So how's my shooting there, Frank, with this machine gun?
It's okay.
Frank's not impressed with your guns.
He's not
It's
impressed
okay.
with my 10.
How about
Alright.
this one or this one?
Now, I'll let you. So if you go to, let me actually open this up for all y'all. Show it to players. This screen right here.
I see.
And if you do the damage roll, it will roll the damage hopefully properly for the thing, unless I messed it up when I was
The
building it.
heavy stubber.
Yep, heavy
Yeah.
stubber.
All right. I'm gonna click it.
Liquor.
Yep.
11 damage.
We have to roll. Okay.
Yeah.
Did you shift any to the damage?
I didn't do it. I didn't. I just.
I mean, you can shift the damage.
Because that gives you
Oh.
extra dice.
Well, I didn't. It was just.
That's fine.
That's why I asked how I shot, and then he just told me to roll damage. I'm listening.
Oh no, that's my B on that one. Yeah, you can actually shift 2, 4. You can shift 2 of those into damage,
2 into damage.
and also draw a critical.
Oh, I get to draw critical.
Yeah, I mean you rolled the critical.
How do I do that?
Nice.
A draw,
Yep.
1 card, draw. Where'd it go?
In your
How did it
Into
land on
your
a
hand.
Ostara?
I believe in you, Tyler.
The fury of this blow causes horrific pain, disintegrating. What?
You've won Wrath and Glory.
What?
Oh, weird.
Wow, it does
Throw it
say
on the
that.
screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drag it
Disintegrating
onto the
pieces of
screen.
foe's body
Drag
in
it
a
on the
scene
screen
of
so we can
carnage
see
and
it.
woe. Effect target suffers plus 1d3 mortal wounds. Severity plus 1 mortal wounds.
I
How do
actually
I
can't
shift
drag
for
it. So.
severity?
Shift would just be spending a wrath, I believe.
Okay.
In this case, you don't actually have to. Literally just because the volume of fire coming from the
Weird.
gun itself would literally just... Not only does this sniper immediately take cover, but you're also bursting through that cover with your rounds. As we just see them literally just melt under this hail of lead. And we see everyone around them immediately begin to open fire on the Chimera itself.
Fun. I'm gonna keep
Embrace.
shooting.
Yep.
Well, sniper's gone, but there are more people. Keep it going,
And-
Ostara.
Yeah, so Ostara, from the directions that Crystal gave you, you would be relatively easily able to kind of figure out your way. You do realize that you have to go around the villa, though. Luckily, not near the main gate itself. But there are no roads leading that direction.
All right, but we're gonna ride over some bushes. Where's my?
Are you telling us that?
No.
Okay.
I'll say over the comms. We may be going over some rough terrain.
Yeah, you best keep me posted. I want to be popping out of this thing.
I might have to climb over a tree. We'll see. Is Crystal still assisting me?
Yeah,
Okay.
And when can I
I'm-
move up in there to?
to take over. It's whenever you guys feel is a good time to slow down and stop.
Yeah, whenever you.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not
Crystal,
stopping right
keep your
now.
foot on the
No
pedal,
way.
hand on the wheel. Maggie, you slide back. I slide in. Good job, Crystal. Crystal, I'll get back. Maggie, you come up because you're gonna shotgun with me.
You want to? Can we swap now?
While the
please,
vehicle is
no.
moving at like 80 miles per hour, sure.
Frank, I want this in kilometers, please.
In 80 km to
He's googling it. I'm pretty
in
agile.
130
No, I'm not.
kilometers per hour.
That sounds so much faster, Maggie.
Like-
We can't do that now. 130.
something.
So
What's the general one? Isn't like one? It's like 1.6 or something, like 1.5 for kilometer to mile.
I have no idea.
I know
I know
pounds is
kilograms.
2.2. Yeah,
Kilograms 2.2. Yeah.
yeah, that's how I know. Yeah,
So am I piloting still, or do you want to swap?
That's
yeah. I
totally-
would do it for now. Yeah,
Okay.
Until we get
I'm
out of
gonna
like
commit-
immediate danger.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna commit a wrath again
all right.
in case I need to reroll.
Can I like brace myself?
Definitely need to reroll.
Yeah.
Woo!
Please
Can I
reroll,
commit
Maggie.
2 wrath?
Classic.
Oh, much better.
That's better. Yeah, we just get the wonderful scene, probably from Tirane's view, of just getting closer to a tree.
I had a 1 and then I got a 7.
Closer. That's a really fucking big tree. Then swerve at the
I
last
told
second.
him it was gonna be a rough ride.
Tornade's sitting there gunning. He's like, "Hey, where are we going? What is this? Oh, thank God, jeez. You know,
Really
there's a
rough-
trail down there. Turn it earlier than that."
And
We have Rough Riders playing as like the background music, but for like the wrong reasons.
then, Gildo,
Mm-hmm.
what are you going to be doing during this? There are basically ports that you could shoot out of or throw your knife out of.
I'm not gonna throw my knife out of the car.
Get to a rope,
I mean,
throw, pull back in.
I'm imagining
Okay.
him doing that.
okay,
It's so
I didn't.
ridiculous.
Okay, for what it's worth, Frank, I didn't think of that. Okay, for what it's worth.
It would be a horrible idea, but
Yeah, I didn't think about throwing my knife out on a rope. No.
Or chain.
I don't know.
Getting a
Just-
chain attachment.
I mean, I have no problem just sitting in the car with the fucking heavy stubber going off above me and stuff, and just having them take control.
Could he scout and look for?
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
I bet you he's peaceful,
helping.
like-
I'm helping. What's her name? Not Ophelia. Daphne.
Lana.
Lana. There you go.
Oh yeah, he
uh,
is. He's helping her out.
So like, I'm probably more about the inside of the car right now than outside. Oh,
Yeah.
Obviously, though, if someone's like, Gildo, man the port gun, I'll do it. But in the meantime, I feel like nothing has warranted, my extra little las gun shots.
Gildo's enjoying the ride. Okay.
Yeah, I honestly like the idea of him just kind of like bouncing along during like a war zone, like warheads going off, and he's just like, "Oh,
this is my
nice."
shit. This is
Yeah.
this is casual for me. This is a Sunday drive for Gildo. I'm not that worried about like the explosions around us.
You should give him some morale boost. Like, here, guys, keep it up. Here,
Yeah.
give us like a morale boost.
Good
Hey,
hustle.
guard.
He's our
Yeah.
guard now. Gildo
Yeah,
the
no.
guard.
it's exactly how we introduced Gildo when everyone was together. He took a nap while we got the crash landing.
Yeah, it's true.
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm napping. Oh, that'd be awesome if I'm napping. I'm literally zonked out as this is going on. That's so good. I'm like snoring. Oh, I like that a lot. Just
All right.
yeah, it's like literally just shaking around. It's like
Oh my goodness.
Just the shaking of the camera actually put you back to sleep. It's a
Aw,
familiar
it's
feeling.
like a baby cradle
Yeah.
for you.
yeah.
Oh, God.
I actually know some friends who
Oh,
said they
so
actually had to
good.
go for car rides to get their kid to sleep. Like
Oh, that sounds
driving in
fun.
a car actually helped them.
Yeah, that's actually a
Nice.
pretty common thing. Something about the white noise. or
Did it work
something
for you,
like that.
Scott?
No, I put on like not loud because I'm not a douche, but I put on like strong sounding music with like heavy bass and like chord progressions. So like like metal and stuff like that. That's why my daughter listens to like the music she does, like because that
Is
stuff.
your daughter like 3?
She's 4. She's 4. She knows all the words to The Witcher, to toss a coin to The Witcher.
Oh, I thought you were gonna
Yeah.
be like to baby metal or something. 'cause
No,
I-
no, she also sings like Another Brick in the Wall and Immigrant Song from Led Zeppelin and stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it's awesome. I come from the land of the ice and snow. Yeah.
Then
What song?
Oh,
Never heard it.
yeah, don't know what it is. Weird.
I know what you're saying.
Wait, you're joking, right? Please tell me you're joking.
No, I don't know what you're talking
You
about.
know the Immigrant Song by Led Zeppelin?
Who's Led Zeppelin?
He's trolling
Okay.
you. You have
Okay,
been trolling.
okay. He's definitely kidding. Okay, when you said that, it was too far. Okay.
I know, it's like,
Only
"Ah,
my most
that's
played
too
band
far."
on Spotify, my
Okay,
friend.
okay. Well, I've said Immigrant Song before. People are like, I don't know if you should say that. I'm like, it's the name of the
Name
track.
of the
name of
song.
the song. So Luther, as everything's getting jostled inside of the Chimera itself. What are you doing inside?
So, I mean, at first it was just checking her out, medical, Once she was good, I actually imagined that I would, Cristal, whatever his name is, have him kind of like step back, and then I would slide to the front seat. So Maggie's driving. I can be the assistant person or whatever on the side.
Okay.
So they're all kind of back there. Cristal probably staring at Gildo like, is he really sleeping? And just assisting. I imagine I
Carl's
wouldn't
probably
really.
doing that. Crystal's trying to assist me driving.
Well, I imagine that. Saying Crystal would jump back and I would jump forward. I'm not really a backseat driver. I wouldn't be like saying anything. I might grab the Jesus Christ handle, just in case.
The whole
But-
shit
but-
handle.
Yeah, but Jesus Christ!
No, it's the oh shit.
Yeah, it's
Hey,
shit
I
handle.
rolled a 7. That's really good.
You almost hit a tree.
Yeah, but after you rolled a 1, like it was like
But it doesn't
it was a
count. It
moment.
matters what the end roll is.
It's like, what was the name of that super
Technically-
demon evil guy?
It only re-rolls the
Which one?
files, right? So I actually have an 8 or
Satan.
The
No,
one that we
it
found
gives
in
you
the
the
book.
total
it gives
on
you
the
the
paper.
plus,
reroll.
yeah. My
So
first
it's
roll
a
was an
seven.
8. My second was a 7.
Corn.
That's
The
pretty
corn!
good.
Sorry,
Don't troll me.
All right, Luther, make a corruption test. He said his name.
he said out of game. Derek said it. Not.
So, Luther, are you trying to help her navigate then?
Yeah. If
gonna
once I took over Crystal, yeah.
Yeah, we're
Yep.
gonna eventually.
So, a
swap.
navigate roll is going to be survival, and that's literally just to try to navigate,
Sure.
well, the hive.
You're telling me Crystal can't just still be yelling from back there?
I mean, they can.
I'll roll. I don't care either way. You want me to
Either
roll
way,
survival?
I'm basically lowering the difficulty on it. Yep, cool. With Crystal's advice, he is giving you these shortcuts, and as you all hear, just what sounds like ice hitting a window of the bullets hitting the armor of your vehicle.
Ding, ding, ding.
Just ting 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 ting.
Do they hear that over the machine, the heavy stubber being fired?
I mean, I assume they also hear that as well. Exactly. But you're able to basically find what looks like the quarter houses for the servants. So a lot of almost like a small apartment block where all the people who work at the villa would mostly live. And you're able to basically pull through the ground suddenly going from dirt and grass to just simple paved stone. And then a little more into just concrete and asphalt as you get into a little lesser nice part of the nicest part of the palace. You still see that there are several guards and the like still around. It appears that they were definitely on high alert. With Crystal's advice and directions, you're able to see what looks like a small one-way tunnel that looks like it's going downwards. In front of it, you see a single vehicle, a four-wheeled, looks like just a regular sedan. However, it is blocking the path to the tunnel itself.
Blow it up.
I was gonna say, Torne just turns the gun around and shoots the car.
Yeah, I knew.
All right, Tarane,
No.
roll
Focusing it.
damage, and it's not a moving target. Do you know? Roll to hit just to see.
Can we
if you
like?
get
Can we
damage.
talk to them first, or are we just gonna open fire?
So I'm just gonna shoot.
It's one of the palace security vehicles.
Oh, okay.
So should I just put 10 in the pool because that's what I have for my normal guns, and then roll from the Chimera?
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect. Click and drag the critical this time.
Jeez.
I tried to do that. It didn't work.
What?
I mean, glory
Oh,
in critical
drag
is
it for
sexy
you.
as hell, buddy.
There you go. Huh, it's just Counter-Strike. Cool. In vehicle-wise, that means you hit something very vital to it. You can shift 3 of those easy enough. So add 3 extra dice for your damage.
All right.
Nice. And you destroy the vehicle easy enough. Just tell me what you do.
He would immediately just he would stop
against
firing,
him.
immediately turn the gun. I don't know how this one worked. I knew you said it pops up and I can move it like all about.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna
Think of it like
immediately-
a
It's a coaxial machine gun on top.
Yeah.
Sorry, on top of a tank. Does that make sense?
Yeah. It's not like the bubble.
It's a swivel gun.
Like a bubble gun thing.
No,
Okay.
no, it's just in front of it. It's like, or like, you know, like on the back. Like think of like a gun on the Warthog. On
Okay,
Halo,
yeah.
Right. Only
Yeah.
it's
only
the
it's
pa-
in
the
the
side
front
passenger seat.
area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's just gonna swing around and immediately start unloading on the back end where he thinks the fuel port is,
Yeah, and
to try and make it blow up and go out of the way and off of the road, as opposed to just making it stuck there. Of course.
By the fuel port, you mean of the vehicle?
Yes.
You know, cars don't explode, right?
this one does.
Gasoline does when it's compressed and lit on fire.
It's
But-
Promethean.
That would be a bad design of
Um,
a car if it could blow up.
Yeah, but this is Warhammer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Paint it
so we
red.
just see pretty much the scene directly from the car as it's suddenly getting shredded by bullets. And we just see a single bullet go in slow-mo style, sparks following it as it goes into the Promethean tank. And then we just see fire as we zoom back to our view, and we see the vehicle itself just rear up on its front 2 wheels before slamming to the side.
I just go right next to it.
And
Turning the gun back, he's like, "Road's clear. Keep going."
Astara, make an immediate pilot check.
All right. I am going to commit another wrath.
Difficulty 8 or higher. You're not going to crash, but
8 or higher? I can't roll 8 or higher.
okay. In that case, are you going to try and dodge the vehicles in this tunnel, or are you just going to run them all over?
Maggie, when you gonna like hop over my lap and I slide into place? When we gonna do that whole like, you know?
We
like-
can do that
I mean,
now.
are we still getting
Wait,
heavy
we were
fire on
waiting
the
for him
vehicle?
to fire on the thing. That now is the perfect time to swap seats.
yeah, while he was firing,
Yeah.
that's a good time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna spend a wrath to say that happened.
Okay.
There we go.
That's all you guys had to do was spend the wrath for it.
Bam, done.
Now it looks like a middle finger.
Ha.
Yeah, so as Tarane is firing at this vehicle, you guys see this as the perfect opportunity to swap seats. And Asara, you leave the main seats, and Luther, you take over immediately.
I'll take
Luther-
assistance.
Perfect. Luther, you immediately notice this basically 1.5 lane tunnel is packed with traffic. What are you
I
gonna do?
go. I say, ah, shit. And then I'm going to, with my skill of, 8, I'm going to commit a wrath to re-roll when I fail. Because
So
I
you
will.
said, I'm going to commit mass murder.
I mean,
The problem is, I don't
you
want
don't
us
have
to
to use the
die.
wrath yet. It just depends on if you have to.
That's true. Well, I'll take it. Yeah, okay. Put it back for now.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
only
We'll
have
just
to use it.
put
if
it
you-
right here for now.
So either way, so the my plan here is for us not to lose control of the vehicle while I'm driving forward. I don't care if I smash other cars as I go.
Okay.
Our work is in the name of the Lord of the God Emperor himself. These are just peons. So, get you know what I'm saying?
Jeez.
So you're totally fine with killing
Luther's
these.
so
That's fine.
nice. He's the nicest guy.
I'm super nice.
Remember
I
when
have no
Sarah was
problem.
the
Listen,
nicest?
listen, Astara, I'll keep you alive. So I have no problem smashing other cars as long as we don't like the idea is to keep us on track and moving. They're all gonna
Perfect.
die anyways. So
Can
All
I
right.
just shred them with bullets so they're weaker?
No.
Darn.
I might actually suggest that. All right, what do I get with this?
need
No
to
extras, just
plan
re-roll if I
before they
fail.
blow
Okay.
this planet
Pilot.
Yep.
Hey, it's an 8, but a
Perfect.
complication.
Excellent.
Oh man.
Oh, but I
Alright.
get to re-roll, don't I?
Yeah.
It doesn't
No, not
re-roll
for
the
complications.
It doesn't
complication.
re-roll the
God damn-
complication.
All
I
right.
got a fucking 8 out of 8, guys.
He got,
So,
he
difficulty
said it
on
was
that
that
was
you had to get 8
5.
to succeed.
It's not a high 5. That's me saying the difficulty was 5
I thought you said the difficulty was 8.
for you because you were trying to save people.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I was trying to go around him. I was trying to go around him. I didn't want to kill him.
So, what you can do is you can bring that to a 6. Do you want to A, shift into glory, B, do it better, do it faster? More information doesn't really apply here.
Let's see. I'm
Is it
going to
kill
More
say
information. You
better?
can see the horror on the people's
Further,
faces.
faster.
Yeah,
as
is
you
it
run them
is
over.
it killing them better so
Faster.
that they're
Yeah.
just insta dead?
Choose options for faster.
I agree with that's exactly what I was going to say is to go faster. We're trying to like make a bigger gap and to get there before they shut things down.
Can you spend
Excellent.
3 for faster?
I'll spend as many as possible faster. If there's any left over that I can convert, I'll convert them.
Yeah, this thing doesn't have like a bulldozer.
No, it
It's the
doesn't.
turbo, the nitro.
Yeah.
The Nas.
Still
That's
got
the-
that
that's
tank
the
in the
knock.
hotel garage.
I'll
Yeah.
just-
Good choice because the complication is as soon as you enter the tunnel, we see the blast doors and security doors begin to shut immediately as you zoom by. As you all suddenly feel, well, you're clearly not on pavement anymore. As you're surfing, shaking heavily as you run over these cars and vehicles. With
Tornado
people
knows
still
what's going
inside.
on.
It's on top of them.
And Trane, question. Are you still on top or not?
No, he would have pulled the gun in if he would have seen that we were going in a tunnel and
Yeah.
shut the hatch.
It's not so much that the tunnel, you would have like clipped your head. It would have just been like you have like a couple inches of clearance, like a foot at most.
Hey, your hair is shorter than Gildo's.
It's true.
Yeah. So he would have right before we went in there pulled the gun in quickly and shut the hatch.
Tyler, why are you spelling your name?
What?
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 What is he talking about?
What is he talking about?
That sounds Maggie. I can't tell.
It's not me.
Somebody's spelling Tyler's name with Wrath.
Weird.
I'm
I've
not
got
spelling it. My
Cappy.
hands are right here.
We all show our hands.
I think
It's not
so.
me. I'm too busy making jokes in chat like the Fast and the Glorious.
Yeah, exactly.
Can't be me.
Oh, that's gonna be
It's
the name
never
of this
Eric. I can never
episode,
blame Eric.
The Fast and the Glorious.
I won't lie. I own all the Fast and Furious movies.
To be fair, I have
never seen
shot
any of them.
twice with this machine gun and critted on both of them.
Yeah,
It's true. It's true.
it's pretty awesome.
All right. So, despite it being a bumpy ride, it's relatively simple for the next 30 or so minutes as you guys make your way down to the lower hive.
Out.
Security doors literally slamming behind you as you go. However, you're simply going too fast, ignoring the traffic. After about halfway through the tunnel, the security doors cease closing. And you guys notice the light at the end of the tunnel. Well, a lot of these people also notice that too. That was a great joke, guys. No one for laughing.
So funny. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha.
How can they see it? They're being run over.
Oh, you're right.
Ripperoni.
Luther, and who's sitting in basically the co-pilot seat?
Me.
Yeah.
Both of you make a awareness check.
I must be aware.
Oh, you'd be good at it. It's fine.
3, 9.
Oh wow. Okay.
Jesus. As I'm clicking, I'm like, I better make sure I reduce my Medicaid for that. And then oh.
Star, you just noticed that all the cars going down are stopped. Luther, you notice why they're all stopped. You see at the end of the tunnel what looks like a security barricade, something that was very quickly set up. And you can't tell what it is, but you might already know simply from what you see. You see 2 large metallic legs, almost like duck feet. You would immediately know this is
duck.
a sentinel, a bipedal mech, usually used by the Imperial Guard for scouting or for quick hit and run combat missions.
Or hunting down X-Men.
Ooh.
Or hunting down X-Men, that's true. Think of an ATST, but Warhammer.
Okay. So I want to know what I know about these things beyond what you just said. Can I roll a knowledge lore
They
scholar?
have big guns on both sides and they go pew pew and they hurt.
I get that. I get that part. That part I've handled. But I want to know details. Like, for instance, I won't lie, Frank.
Yep.
I like the idea of taking it fast,
Go
and trying to go
underneath
between
them?
its legs. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
I was thinking
Probably-
the same thing. I was thinking the same.
But it's like,
probably
no, we're
can't go
designed for that.
And then Tyler just shoots him in the crotch.
Yeah. Take out his
Sadly,
I
a
can't
sentinel
aim
itself
up,
is too small for that.
Oh,
what's
it's a
too
little
small?
baby one. It's
The
a tiny
sentinel,
one.
it's too small for that.
Oh,
is
that's
it-
even better. That means we hit him in the crotch.
Yeah,
Is this one where like one person can stand in it?
basically.
Oh, okay. It's a different type.
Oh,
Okay.
I have a
I
better
thought it was one of
idea.
those, like,
The
big
answer to
vehicles.
what you're thinking is yes. You just have to roll a pilot for it.
Okay, I have a better idea. Is there a way that I can hit some sort of ramp, car, or something else to get just enough lift so that I go
Sick.
straight for chest like a?
That
Do you want to
sounds
jump
like
the
a
shark?
pilot.
Are you trying to jump the shark? Is that what you're trying to
jump
do?
the shark.
Let's kind of plow through. I want to dom this. You know what I mean? If we're going fast and furious, I'm totally dom.
Yeah, no. There obviously is some sort of like car ramp thing.
Yeah!
Oh, Wrath for a car ramp.
Obviously.
Yeah. I mean, I
Like,
wanted that
obviously.
wrath. Maggie, can you
Obviously.
wrath for me to have a car ramp?
No,
we
there
need
was
to
a
save our
truck in the
Wrath.
car that
Yeah.
in the tunnel that right at the end got stopped first, and it's just like a car carrier. So you just go
All
on
right.
off the car.
I'll tell you
carrier.
what. Either you guys can spend a wrath for it, or Tarane has to expose himself and shoot at a sign at a difficulty. I'll say you can hit it if you hit 8.
You know what? Honestly, I like the option of doing that. I like saying, so rather than spending the wrath, because I'm going to need it for the driving, I'm going to say, try, shoot that sign. Now.
All right, I'm gonna use one of our glory and have a wrath ready for reroll.
You're to spend a Wrath anyway. What?
But it's a different wrath. It's not my pool. I'll have it for my own reroll.
But it's not mine.
I have it in case I
Well,
fail.
hour.
It's fine.
All right,
I
So
have
you're taking an
difficulty,
extra die for the glory?
Yeah.
Okay.
and I have to
You're
hit an
9,
8 with
but
a
I'm an
wrath
8.
to reroll.
All right.
All right.
What?
Yeah.
13.
Yeah,
my God.
Good.
Cool.
He
Oh,
lines up the angle
gosh.
perfectly.
13.
Jeez.
Tyler, give me that glory back.
What?
So like, wait. Is this the
Yeah,
part
okay.
where it's like we're getting close to the time of the ramp and there's that car in the way, and so you like shoot it till like flips over so it like fits the ramp perfectly?
Yeah,
You know,
just
it
like wheel on
explodes and
wheels.
turns over, and so you can like ride it.
So Torne basically hears that, goes,
What is it?
okay, pops out the machine gun again, takes like 6 clean shots and pulls back in, totally knowing where he was shooting, just like, all right.
Oh, yeah.
Just like mows down the sign so it flops right in the way.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Oh, it's so good.
Because he could
Luther,
see it through the
make
front
your
window.
pilot.
He was just
Oh God, I'm gonna fail so hard. This is gonna
Don't
suck.
fail it.
I'm committing a wrath just in case,
That would've
guys.
been
Don't
rude.
move it until you actually have to use.
Oh, I just moving it away.
Yeah,
Just moving it away, not all the way over.
Okay.
Should I use a glory, boys and girl?
Oh,
I just got you that glory
Shit.
back, so
Sure,
Did
go
you
for
get
it.
more glory?
Yeah, he
What's
got
up?
the glory
Yeah.
from it.
He has
Talk to me,
one
Yo
more.
Dog. Talk to me.
Go
no,
for it.
no. It's completely unrelated. Now I want to play Wrath and Glory as just all of us as a tank crew.
Oh,
And
hey,
and a single Lehman Russ.
Eric, I've set a game up like that before. It's actually
Sorry.
real good.
Yeah, sorry.
Maybe one of
Okay,
the
continue.
episodes.
This is Valkyria Chronicles Wrath and Glory. Like,
can I?
all right.
Am I able to shift any of that to another glory from my 13 since it was an 8?
Technically, yes.
Sweet.
Technically, you get a
Technically.
critical.
So I still
allow
gained.
it.
I still gained an
Go
extra
fuck yourself,
glory.
Tyler.
So on top of gaining the extra glory, was there any left over to like reduce my DC?
No.
All right.
Use a glory.
I'll use the extra glory he just gained us. I'm going to commit that wrath just in case. So I roll an extra die, correct?
Yep.
So pilot is rolled with
Now-
this extra die.
And
You are trying to
Assistance?
launch off the ramp, over or into the
Into. I want to take this thing out because I don't need to turn it
Okay.
around and firing at us from behind.
can
Right?
I?
Okay.
Well, I feel like we're gonna
For
take
extra
damage
die?
from this, but
You will probably take the Sentinel itself may take damage depending on.
Maggie, wrap the ship in a force field.
Oh, I don't know if I should use any psychic abilities because then they'll know exactly where we are.
That's probably.
I feel like they already know where we are.
Well, they knew where we were when we were in the garage.
Hey guys, oh man, we lost track of the psyker, but man, there's a fucking chimera just killing hundreds of people in a tunnel.
But to be fair, though, there's a difference between getting reports of where they are and seeing video feed and feeling it through the force. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, the
Isn't
other
it bad?
option is I can just crush.
well, that takes away the glory of my wrath. Deflated.
It's all up to you
I
guys.
just literally, I thought you were trying to go over it.
No,
And the
it's
reason
true.
for that is because I didn't want to get damaged. We would damage our vehicle if we collide with them, Scott.
Right.
Oh,
well,
that's
this is
okay.
all Luther's call right now. Luther.
Yeah, but it's a tank. We're trying to plow into the
The
tank.
force field only works for in front of me.
You could technically
You're in-
front
you're in the
view as
front.
the vehicle.
No, I don't think I can put it on the front of the vehicle. I think it has to be in like it's.
Let's actually check your rules on that real quick because you might be able to since you are literally
It floats
in the
around me.
front.
You made me think of a stand-up comedy joke,
And
but I was like,
fashions
I have
as
no
an
way of
invisible
saying
barrier
this.
force of protection,
All right.
protecting themselves from harm.
So
I don't-
only for Maggie. So Maggie will be fine when
Says
you
so.
guys crash.
Okay.
All right, Luther.
Just crush it though, Luther.
I mean, my intention was to plow through it so it doesn't follow us, and but I still intend to do that because that was kind of the course we're going on the whole time, right? But
Oh, we're gonna lose our vehicle. This will
Can I
be
squish it? Can I squish
if Maggie wants to fluff with it on the way,
Can I
sure.
squish it, Frank?
You can attempt to, yes.
Okay. I would like to attempt
said
to
it's an
squish.
8.
She's being so demanding. Lucy.
What's
Lucifer?
It's an 8 for her. What was it for me, Frank?
Yours is a 7.
That's
It's
not
not an 8.
7. That's
Oh
not
yeah,
7.
yours is an 8.
8.
So
That's
whose
so
is a 7?
No, but I was holding up the wrong number.
Yeah, because crush is a TD, so it's against their defense. The target's defense. Ow! No biting.
That's why I don't like
Getting
cats.
eaten
All right.
by the cat.
Now,
Maggie, I have a gate up so the cat can't come in here. Sometimes I see it walk by and I laugh at it. Like,
huh, why would you
Classic.
have that up? Just why wouldn't you want your cat there?
I will
You
spend
know
a
why.
wrath then.
it's not my cat.
Take
All
back
right.
your glory for a moment.
Now,
Got
Astara,
yeah.
I will tell you now, the Sentinel itself does have a resilience of 14.
I don't know what that means.
Easy.
can soak a lot of damage.
Yeah,
So
basically.
it says target one enemy with psychic ranged attack. If hit, that creature takes 10 plus 1 additional die damage and must make a successful strength or willpower test. Or is restrained. While restrained, the target can do nothing except try to break free by again making another strength or willpower test. If the victim does not escape, they take an additional 10 plus 1d at the beginning of the Psyker's turn.
Yeah. Basically, the only way you'd be able to crush it is if you are able to do 24 flat points of damage.
We could try. Yeah.
Up to you, Maggie.
Go ahead. That's up to you. I just
You
want
are-
barrels.
Just remember, you're using your force powers when. Yeah. And I'm not against it. Just reminding you of the concern.
Now, Maggie, there is one way that you could, and that is becoming unbound. Accepting more
Mute Frank.
risk.
I don't have that power here.
Okay. It's up to you guys if you want me to do this, or we can.
Hey, no, you do you, Maggie. If this is what your character would do, if you all of a sudden looked over and then you look forward and you look over and realize my plan, if you're like my character lurch forward and crush, do it, man. Like it's cool. It's in the moment.
Give me barrels.
No. I'm gonna. Can I spend a glory for an extra die? Yeah. Wait.
Yeah. The only one here not making bad
I
decisions
should
is
use
Gilda.
it for damage. I should use.
What are you
glory
talking
for-
about? I was killing people. I'm not making bad decisions. I made good decisions to keep us alive.
Tyler, you showed up today. It's a bad decision.
I should
Oh, I
use.
like Taylor.
I should use the glories for damage instead.
Yeah, you do you, Maggie.
Because then we can see. We'll see how this goes. I will roll any failures. I will hold my wrath for that. Well, if I don't hit the check.
Dang, roll
That's
2d6.
exactly what Frank
I
wanted.
get to reroll.
She does get to reroll, and she crushed it.
But there's
a
still the
complication.
perils.
no.
There is a complication.
She didn't actually crush it. She needed to do 24 damage.
Well, I still have to roll for damage.
Oh, okay. Well.
Well, what's the complication first, though, right?
The perils of the warp.
Perils of the warp.
Perils
There's something they
of
make
the
cards for.
warp.
The
Unfortunately,
Carols of the
Maggie-
Warp.
That's one.
Oh,
to-
Carols of the Warp would be a great album name. Sorry.
It
Yeah,
would be.
right?
It
Right?
actually would be.
Now you have to Google and see if it is one, and then
That's
release
exactly
it
what
with
I
your
just
band.
did.
Yeah.
Literally is doing it right now. That is the music
Oh.
for
All right,
this
Maggie,
game. Carols of the Warp.
roll your damage and roll 2d6.
Okay.
No.
So. Oh, here's damage.
And
Spend glory for this, you guys. Each glory gives me 1 additional damage.
remember, you need to even do a single point in damage, you need to do more than 14.
Oh, because it's.
Yep, its resistance itself is 14.
Ooh. So I need to get 10 plus.
What if you didn't do damage? Can't you move it?
I could, yeah, once I grapple it, as long as it doesn't get out of the restraint.
Just knock it backwards.
Can I
Force
shift any of
push?
those things? Those aren't shiftable.
You
right?
can shift.
I get for every.
You can shift one of them.
Okay, I'm gonna shift one of those to damage. 1 extra dice for damage.
I hate having to do math. I'm not teaching right now.
So now I have 2 extra die, and then up to you guys how much glory you'll let me use. Can we choose
All of it.
after I roll the damage, or do I have to choose?
Use all of it. Oh, you have to choose before.
That's up to you guys. For every additional glory, I get 1.
I mean, how much glory do you think we're gonna need later?
Well, we need a lot of damage now if we want to fully crush.
If you want to make sure that we don't die because of Luther's decision to just ram us through this thing.
Oh,
So that
we're
will give me
fine.
3 extra damage. Just
Leroy Jenkins it.
Leroy.
nay, nay.
Yeah, just
Stab
use,
the
just
wreckage
use
with my
one
knife.
glory.
Just use
That will
one.
get us through.
So plus 1 extra die. So, or plus 1 extra damage. I don't think I actually rolled.
There were no bonus die in there.
But
No,
yeah,
I
you
don't know
didn't
what
put
just
any of the
happened.
bonus die.
No way. did that. Okay.
Did you click off of it beforehand?
It's 2D.
You got to make sure you put it by the damage roller instead of the attack roll.
Yeah, so
How did I put it?
Reroll.
So it'd be
Let's try.
DED.
Where is Crush? There you are.
Was it the name of an album or a band?
Yes.
It was?
Really? Oh,
There's an album called Perils of the Warp.
that doesn't surprise
Who's
me.
it by? What's the band?
Oh no, I think it did roll the 2 dice.
Some obscure.
Oh yeah. Do you just? Oh, it's just base 10 damage.
So it's 20. 'Cause one dice was a 10 and the other one's 0, right? That's how that reads.
Hmm?
I believe that it just does the damage 10, so not 20 in total.
But it's 10 plus 2 extra die plus the 1 damage.
I think we might be reading it wrong. Let me
so
check.
I got 10.
I have no idea how Crush
my
works.
my roll is 10 plus 1 ED.
Mhm.
And then I get 1 extra ED because I shifted. So 10 plus 2 ED.
Mhm.
And then plus an extra die. Or plus an extra damage.
Oh, you do.
So it's 11
double the
plus 2
damage?
ED.
Is that how that works with the Glorian damage? I thought it just gave you an extra die.
It just gives you 1 damage.
Once again, let me read the roll. The Psyker clamps an invisible force around their enemy, and then tightens it and crushes away their life. They target one enemy with a psychic range attack. If hit, that creature takes 10 plus 1 ED damage and must make a successful strength or willpower test.
Otherwise it'd be
Or
restrained.
is restrained.
Yeah. I already
While
said that.
restrained, the target can do nothing except try to break free by, again, making another strength test. If the victim does not escape, they take an additional 10 ED at the beginning of the Psyker's next turn.
Yeah, I already said that.
So at the beginning of your next turn.
No. So what you're not getting is, right now I'm gonna do damage to it though. So I'm gonna do 10 plus 1 ED, plus I shifted 1 extra ED, so it's 10 plus 2 ED, plus the 1 for the glory, plus 1 damage for glory. So it's 11 plus 2 ED.
Yeah, so you did a total of 11 damage, right? Is that what you're...
But I roll. Didn't I roll extra damage here? Didn't I roll a 10? I guess I'm confused about the additional die.
You didn't roll
Additional die
successes
is-
on the additional die.
Yeah, you didn't roll any success on the 2 additional die.
Oh, okay. I see. That's
Like
Yeah,
the
it's a 2 and a
maximum
1.
damage... Yeah,
You see that?
Okay, I see.
all
That's what I
right.
was confused about. So I did
But-
11 damage.
Let's roll perils real quick. And as she does that, Scott, unless you crashed... Oh, no, you're just not moving. Scott, make your pilot as Maggie
Scott-
roll.
It's got never
Roll.
moves.
Yeah, I know. It's terrifying sometimes.
It's amazing.
Yeah, I know.
I'm actually
I always
genuinely
think he
afraid.
freezes.
So,
I'm favored.
So you
by
roll
the
your
warp.
pilot, and Maggie just rolled 2d6.
But I'm favored by the warps. So
Yep. That means if you don't like the outcome, you can
I
re-roll
can
it.
choose to
I,
45.
45. Ooh, nice. Earthquake.
oh, good, perfect. It
Oh,
rumbles
that's
it
okay,
out of the
yeah.
way. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We're airborne, right? You're welcome. I'm still going to commit that glory for the extra die, and I'm still going to commit the wrath just in case. Just in case. I already added the extra wrath, extra glory there, so I'm going to roll. Okay, not
Well,
bad.
now it's your reroll time because you needed
Yep.
an 8. Got it.
Nice. So you're going over or through?
The plan was originally to go through, but Maggie succeeded in crushing the guy enough,
didn't
especially come out with an
destroy
earthquake. No, she didn't destroy it, but she crushed it and as an earthquake. So does that impact the through? Like, does it knock it off balance so going through is easier?
It doesn't suffer any
Oh.
actual.
It
You
doesn't
know,
actually take any
probably.
damage because he made the resistance a 24. So it didn't actually. I didn't do
it's-
any damage to it.
Its
Scott.
resilience is 14 plus a regular 10 health. So what I was saying is, if you wanted to fully crush it, it would have been a
24
24 in
damage.
total.
That's fully crushed, but she's still.
But I didn't even
She
hit
didn't-
his,
she
I
didn't
didn't
do
even
any
hit his
damage.
resilience because I
Yeah.
only rolled an 11.
So let's see if they stay on their feet. They probably will.
She probably still meant the circuits and whatnot go haywire. She crushes from the inside and outside, right?
Well, she didn't beat its resilience.
But it is restrained
Cool.
unless it makes that save.
All right. So as the tremors go off, we see the sentinel just level its feet as it's preparing its dual las cannons towards you. As we see the sign fall in front of it as it begins to fire, and the chimera going off. It's like crossed flag on the top for some reason. Oh, those Duke boys are at it again.
Doesn't the thing have to make a successful strength or willpower?
For your what
or
you
it's
call?
restrained?
It's basically because it's just a machine.
Doesn't matter.
but-
It still would be restrained, right?
Oh yeah, I'm pulling
I
it
had
right
a
now.
successful hit. I just didn't do any damage.
Technically, vehicles don't have a strength test. I don't actually think there's any rules for.
So it can make a willpower test then. Oh, wait, it just fails. Woohoo!
Yeah, can we choose willpower over strength then?
Yeah.
All right, so
Then you
I'll
realize
make-
it's Knight
Maybe like a
Rider.
resolve.
All right, a resolve. Well, no, it's just a vehicle.
Yeah, but
I know that like, does
the
the vehicle have
pilot.
a resolve?
Yeah, well, that's what I'm doing right now. Is
Yeah.
so I've pulled up the pilot sheet. He'll make a resolve to see if he gets shook by that. Where is? I don't
Makes
think he
sense
has
to
a
me.
resolve. Oh my gosh. All right, but as I roll that, we'll go to a quick break.
Oh, it's already break time?
We're
Actually,
taking a
that's
break
okay.
as Torna's
Good.
slowly getting this turret back into place to shoot at this thing.
I have to
You're
pee
like-
so bad.
You're like peeking up.
No, the gun's like you just
Yeah,
like
the-
slow
you just
see the
motion. The
bump
gun's coming back out of the
open up,
hatch,
yeah.
getting about to be set.
Oh wait, this is just
Hero. That's right. All right. We're going to take a quick break. We'll see you all in about 8 minutes. Get up, take a little walk,
Okay.
stretch, get some water, all of that jazz, and we'll see you when we return from our break.
Yep.
everyone. We are back from break. I wasn't ready for the break. I was like, no, it can't be. But we're actually over. So, take it away, Frank.
Hello. All right. So I think how I'm going to rule that is for the restraint, since vehicles don't have a base strength, it's going to be the pilot roll. So it's going to be the pilot's base strength. And then I'm going to add half of the... we'll go with the vehicle speed divided by 3. Just to make it actual fair, instead of just flat half.
Vehicle speed plus what?
Divided by 3.
Divided by 3, okay. I'm
So-
going to write house rule for
Yeah.
vehicles, pilot's base strength plus vehicle speed divided by 3.
So in this case, the Sentinel itself, I'll bring it up for everyone to see.
Oh,
I can't show it to player.
1/10 of its weight or something like
Oh,
that.
I can't show it to players. Yeah, except I don't know how much it weighs, and I didn't look that up. All right, so its base speed is 18. So 18 divided by 3 is, of course, 6. So he's going to get a 6 bonus on his strength for that. I do like Tyler's suggestion of its base weight. They just don't have rules for weight, which is what I would prefer to use personally. But sad. All right. So strength test. Oh,
Warhammer, future update. If you watch our streams, you should figure this out.
yeah, because that's a
It-
confusing rule.
It
Oh,
saves.
hey. Oh, it
The
does?
DN is 5.
Oh, darn.
Nice.
Well, I mean, yay.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
All right, here comes Wreck-It Ralph flying our
Wow.
truck into it.
Luther, are you trying to ram in or not?
The whole plan the whole time was to plow. I mean, it's not like I'm trying to ruin the thing forever. It's just making so it doesn't turn around and shoot us immediately afterwards. Yeah.
No sleep till
All right.
Brooklyn.
That's right. Oh, that is the best mid-air song. No,
Brooklyn.
flame to Brooklyn.
Yep.
Can I
Yep.
touch the car and make it fly? No, I'm just. I don't know.
I mean, Torne
Yeah,
is,
make a
is
strength test.
getting the gun out. So can I shoot at it while we're flying towards it?
While you're flying towards it?
Yeah.
I'll tell you, this is probably an awful idea.
Yeah, let's not do.
Because if you hit it, you're not buckled in.
Talking about me?
Yes,
if-
you.
if
Yeah,
try to shoot.
I'm not buckled in anyway, aren't I?
You'd be buckled in.
What I'm saying is there's a good chance
We're gonna make
if
impact.
you roll a rune, you will fly out of the vehicle.
If I roll a ruin?
Yes. Because I'm feeling generous that way.
But only if I roll a ruin.
Like it'll show on the screen if you roll a room.
Yeah, yes. I mean, go ahead as you're flying towards it. Open fire.
Only if I roll a ruin, though. That's me rolling a 1 in that one spot.
I mean, or if I use my rune.
He does have a rune.
I do have a
Okay,
rune
then
point.
fine. I'm buckled in. Jeez.
Tab metal.
Yeah, so Luther, you already rolled to launch at this vehicle. So,
Rolled a 10. 10 out of 10. I'd
Yep.
do it again.
10 out of 10.
so there
We're
are
about to be
vehicle combat
stuck.
rules.
Saying that's a 10.
Now, there is actually a ram ability, which is against the target's defense. With enough speed, any vehicle is a weapon, as we all know. Now, you're going full speed.
Vehicles are weapons.
Vehicles are weapons. But you're going...
Maggie. Other way.
Question. You are either going your cruising speed, or are you trying to go as fast as possible?
I mean, I'm trying to plow through the thing so we can keep going.
All right.
Yeah. What do you
So-
mean? there's
Look.
no there's
In an
no
ideal
fast
world,
as-
Frank.
not as
In an
fast as
ideal
possible.
In an
world.
ideal world,
did you
Frank.
just ask? Are we not going as fast as possible? So you
And I-
just
In an ideal world, Frank, we go so fast that we're like a comet through the center of this thing and it leaves a hole, like in the shape of our vehicle. Like,
I
right?
mean,
That's
All right.
Are we not going
So-
as fast as possible?
Ram. Right off the bat, according to the Ram rules, because this is a head-on collision, you get +1 ED.
Ooh, nice.
Because you're going 2 times cruising speed, you will also get an additional 3 ED. Now the question is, where do you roll this from? Because the sheet doesn't really say
Class.
well. I mean, that wouldn't surprise me.
Is it pilot?
I'll roll
well,
pilot. I do so good.
let's see.
I think it
just-
should be weapon skill. It's a melee attack.
Hey,
I think it should be pilot because
Yep,
you're directing it with like you have to like trajectory it.
Dildo, get up here.
Actually, it's just the
I
pilot
mean-
test. Your additional die can actually be used to shift into damage.
You get so you have +4. Yeah.
So,
But
you
I already
have
rolled a
plus
10.
4. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying is you can shift.
Okay,
I'll
so I can shift 4 of those into damage.
1, 2, 3, 4. You can actually shift. That's you. That's you. I'll let you shift 3 of them.
3 into damage.
7
Okay.
Extra in damage.
7 extra die.
Okay. How do I roll this damage?
So
I can do it for you if you want.
Hold on.
now we have 7 extra damage.
Oh,
Yeah, he added a ram ability on
Yeah.
the civilian.
And we're
sheet.
literally just doing damage.
oh, I didn't get that. Okay, I would like, because this is technically a melee attack and he is not really active in this session currently. Could I get Gildo to be a pinch hitter? In this, can I tag you in,
Roll for
Eric?
you. As long as you guys
I
put the
mean,
numbers in there.
Do you?
So the base damage is literally the wounds on this vehicle.
Yeah, like I don't see how I would love to help, but I just don't
Okay.
see how.
Oh, no,
I'm
no, no,
gonna be-
I want you to click. I want you to click the
roll
button.
it.
He just
So
wants
you're
you to
gonna
help
click the
roll since you haven't gotten to roll.
All right.
I sort of
so
put the
just-
blame on
you
you.
put the
0
those
DR.
are in the wrong spot.
Oh, there you go. There, I
Frank.
see it now.
Oh yeah, that's the
Damage
attack
rating
die.
You have to
Ten.
put it in the
Got it,
damage
yeah.
area.
All right.
1 extra damage, range. Who cares?
And you were shifting how many?
No,
Four.
we
How
had
many-
7.
Is this similar to? Yeah. Does this count as a charge?
You said he has 7 additional die,
Yeah, so it'd be
Yeah.
7 here, and then it would be 1 here.
but he wants to use 4 of them for damage, or 3 of them for damage. So he has only 4 additional die and 3.
But
that
I
he
thought
can-
we already did the pilot test.
Yeah,
So
he already
he's-
did the pilot test.
Oh, okay.
So he's shifting off of the pilot. Right? I'm confused. Yeah, so it'd be 7 bonus die and 1 mod.
Why is it?
This is more complicated for ramming than it should be. All right, just roll the damage.
Just roll the damage. Is 7 with 1 mod. Okay.
Roll her up. Woo!
This is why
That seems
he
right.
had you do it.
Oh my
That is-
god!
Holy crap!
That seems like a lot.
Uh,
That's like too much.
that,
He's like, no, that's what your car takes. No, let's find out what it takes.
Is that right?
We
um,
took it out, if that's correct.
Just say yes.
No, it's because someone put an extra mod in there. But
Shh.
You said
That would
24
still-
damage, 26 damage, buddy.
still technically do 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, no, that would still actually annihilate it.
How many others can you shift to?
Eric, I could kiss you right now.
Ooh, shift those into glory because
Little beard tickle. You know what I'm saying?
can we shift some of those into
Yeah,
glory?
so one of you tell me how do you annihilate this
I mean, we just
Is that-
bisect it.
tell me more.
We
I wanna
went
hear
through
more.
it like Vin Diesel went through the buildings in India.
Slice it in half, and it like.
Yeah. Like its legs go under and the top of it flies over the hood.
Yeah, and we hear the loud like thump over the hood.
No, I
Nice.
just picture like the pilot is on the hood of the car.
Huh. I just know that as soon as we hit the ground, you hear like both the screeching of tires on the pavement, as well as like the roaring of the engine and the things like jostling back and forth. Even though I know we don't have tires, I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. No.
All right. Now, unfortunately, you guys do take damage for that. Let me see just how much you would take.
Maggie, did you put up a bubble?
I can't put a bubble over this. Stop.
Literally, it would just
If
be
I
a bubble around
yourself.
herself.
If I cuddle with Maggie, can I be in the bubble?
No.
Damn it.
All right.
What if we go to the dark side and take some corruption? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no,
0.
it
That's
does.
what I like to see.
The Chimera
Ten-
itself is
10
fine.
damage.
Yes.
Yes.
This is the best plan. This is the best plan.
How?
So we had epic gun work, some piloting, and a big boom.
Oh God! And everybody participated. This is amazing.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Good job, team.
Woo!
And you guys hit the ground real hard. And it's pretty much just one of those movie scenes of
Do we pan over to Gildo snoring?
probably.
He just like startles when we hit the ground a little bit and just it's like a deeper snore.
Are we there? Yeah, but we get this wonderful movie scene of we see the
So
little
good.
metal box fly through the air, hit the ground, kind of skirt to the side, and we just see in the background just the legs of the Sentinel, and then just crashing behind the Chimera, we see the torso and head portion of it just slam to the ground, just crumpled and destroyed. All right. You guys are in a unknown area of the hive at the moment. Luckily, you do have somebody who comes down here relatively often.
Crystal.
It's the middle hive. But where are you guys headed to now?
Get our tank.
We're trying to get to the planetary spaceship as quickly as we can.
Yeah, the spaceport.
Yeah. So it's not the planetary spaceport. It's just a small side spaceport that's about 50 kilometers outside of the city itself.
Okay, that's where we're headed. The
Yep.
quickest route possible.
Question.
All right. Hello.
Does that one person that reached out to Astara reach out again when she uses her abilities?
No.
Okay.
Not yet.
Not
So-
yet.
Luther, make another piloting check. Who is navigating at the moment?
Probably me, maybe.
I need you
Yeah,
to make
you
a
were in that.
survival check.
Ooh.
And your difficulty
Good
is
luck.
going to be lowered because Crystal will be helping you.
I'm a survivor.
All right, here we go. 3?
Okay. Yeah, Crystal doesn't really come down this way very often. So he's not very sure exactly where the nearest like stealthy exit would be, but he can tell you where one of the lesser used gates would be. Luther.
I mean, if it's a lesser used gate, I want to get there. I'm obviously have my navigation or whatever, so I'll roll to get there. I mean, I imagine right now it's not too difficult.
Yep. I just wanted the pilot check to see how you do.
Sure.
You
I'm gonna commit
that
nothing.
you do, that you do.
1 second. Just double check something real quickly.
Oh, also, everyone take a wrath for the last scene,
Ooh.
because I will reward you guys for
Oh,
just
Oh.
being funny.
do I get another one for expressing confidence and fearlessness and the virtue of overwhelming numbers and firepower? Because
I'll give
I
that
just
to you.
plowed through. Yes, I have 2 wrath.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh.
you just floored it. through
I'll
something.
give that to you.
Oh, we're dismantling Tyler now. Yeah, boys.
Dude, some of
was
y'all
just,
got 3. What?
Oh,
Tyler.
never mind. Cool. I realized somebody already put it back for me. Cool. So I'm not going to invest anything. I'm just going to roll a regular pilot check.
Got it.
Oh, don't get rid of the ED. And here we go.
Who's moving stuff? No, Scott should only have 2.
No, Scott should have 3. He gets
No,
1.
I put him all back. I had already moved it.
No, he had
used,
1.
He used the one to
zero.
re-roll his
You
pilot.
had 0?
Yeah.
I thought you had 1.
No, I had 0. Sorry. Because I had to use that reroll recently. And I did a narrative thing prior to that. Frank, I got a 10. Can I shift it into glory?
No,
Why can't he shift it into glory?
you guys have too much.
We have 1 glory!
Too much glory. I must shit on
You
your
can shift it
parade.
into glory. He can't stop you.
That's
All
true.
right. So you can also, if you want to, instead of glory, shift into faster, better, more information.
Ooh, yeah.
Better, faster, smarter,
Faster.
stronger.
We want to go faster.
Yeah, always
Always
faster.
Always faster.
If I
Yeah.
could do 2, I would do it faster and
We
better.
need to get
Otherwise,
out of
faster,
here.
faster.
Bad.
There's always another gear you can shift into.
Yeah, check that.
More
Ninth gear.
more nitro.
But it goes to 11.
Now, it also depends. Are you still on I don't give a shit about casualties?
I mean, why would I change? I never have.
All right.
Oh gosh.
So, as you
I mean,
guys,
you have to understand, these are future corpses.
It's the
Like-
the
True.
fast and the glorious.
Yeah.
Someone said the fast and the furious.
that's going to be the episode name, The Fast and the Glorious.
Yeah, this
Oh,
has to be
absolutely.
the fast and the
I
glorious.
should get
Um,
Wrath for coming up with it. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I'll give that.
Trademark.
Yeah, so as you guys are going through, you go from the open sky of the hive to suddenly, literally, you go a couple blocks and suddenly there's buildings overhead. Skyscrapers that simply block out the sun and then begin to interconnect until there's simply no sky left. As you're driving, is the gun up or down?
Currently down because I'm still in my seat.
Yeah, he's
because I had to
buckled in.
strap in.
Good choice. Yeah, okay, cool. There's no lookout behind you guys then. Perfect.
Well, are there windows coming out? Look, out.
There's no windows back. There's ports to the side.
But can't they look backwards out the ports?
Maggie,
one
have you
person look back
squeezed
and
your
one-
face against the window and tried to look directly
Yeah.
behind?
Have you not looked out a window before, Frank? You can see
No.
behind you. To
I don't know
some
what a
extent.
window is. Yeah, you can't see directly behind you.
No, but you can see.
No,
Depends
there's
on-
nothing behind you
It depends
guys.
on how long the vehicle is. If this is a limo and you're in the front of it, yeah, then I could see that. That would be harder.
It's a armored personnel carrier. Yeah, so Luther, I want you to make another awareness.
He's going to keep making me roll until my luck just wears out.
Pretty much. Plus you're driving. Also Astara.
That's like the lowest awareness I've ever seen Luther ever get in his life.
I think that's the lowest roll he's actually ever had.
He's distracted. He sees the bruise on your head from the...
Should I
He's-
spend a wrath on this? No.
It's up to you.
It's up to you, man. You get 2, and there's only less than an hour left, so...
Yeah, that's true. Okay, I'm gonna
Is
spend a wrath.
it bad that we
now.
think that way?
Yeah, but it's
There's
true.
one reason why I don't
It's
like
true.
session by
That's a
session
strategic
mechanics.
way to look at it. Okay.
Yeah. Makes you miss 10-hour sessions.
Astara, you actually notice this simply because, well, you're connected into the Arbides Fox Chatter. You immediately pick up on there is a rogue vehicle within the city. Civilian casualties currently high. Eliminate vehicle authorized. All units respond.
So only I
Air
can hear this?
traffic cleared. Air traffic authorized within hive.
Am I the only-
All, yeah, you're the only one that hears that.
Okay.
And it just kind of drones on saying all units to respond to this location.
Can I, as soon as I hear this, can I transfer the communication to the our comms so they can all hear it?
Yeah.
Okay. And you all hear it too. You don't maybe hear the first sentence.
Yeah.
You hear the
You
rest of it.
all would eventually hear it because it is a repeating message.
We better get going very quickly. If they are authorized to shoot them.
Then I'll shoot back.
I mean, you can feel free to mention that in game, Tyler. I don't know if you meant to send that to me privately or to
Oh,
the group.
yeah. Then I'll shoot back. But if they know this vehicle, perhaps our old vehicles are still sticking around in the garage.
I'm pretty sure they're aware of what it is we came in riding. They've been watching us for some time. There's been suspicion.
But that doesn't mean the people are telling them would know what to look for necessarily.
Had we had more time to spend in the courts of this world, perhaps subtlety would have played a key role. Unfortunately, I think allowing you and Gildo to do what you do best.
We there?
A few bumps in the road.
Oh, I slept like a baby.
Yeah. By the way, Eric, what's Carl doing this entire time?
Is that driver still on the hood?
Just staring at the building.
No, when we landed
position.
underneath the
Poor
car.
Carl.
Poor Carl.
Nah, Carl's probably fine.
He's crying.
Why is this happening?
They're
This
just
keeps
doing their
happening.
job.
I feel like Crystal would be the one that's panicking right now. Like,
Crystal is on so many drugs right now. He don't give a shit.
The RBT's officers are just doing their job. They get a call, they go to the
I understand that,
If
but
we
if
can
they
do this
shoot
with
at
the-
me,
police and casualties, that feels bad. I say as I really look at Luther, who's just plowing through shit.
Just killing civilians left and
Yeah.
right. Purposely sees a school bus, rams into it.
Whoa, 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 whoa. I take the path of least resistance.
Yeah.
If they move
That's
out of
not
the way, that's a
true.
good path.
That's not true.
Yes, I am. I'm going to take the path of least resistance. Right? Like, I'm not going to, if there's traffic.
you're
Just
right.
run over
You're
them.
right. People are more.
Yeah.
They squish quicker.
And the larger they are, the more
They're less
resistant. Therefore,
resilient.
children are less resilient.
Listen, I'm a kind and
no.
caring person. We have to get her to a hospital, damn it. She's bleeding out. All right. So, yeah, I'm just going to keep going, Frank. I think unless like everybody's rises up and agrees or there's some sort of even two people agree we should go to the other vehicle. I think just getting there faster is better than trying to get our old pickup truck.
Yeah. I think we're just trying
Well,
to
it's
get
not the
back.
pickup truck. It's
That's
the tank.
Yeah, but this is pretty badass. The tank is like, this is like, I just plowed through a mech.
Yeah. This is a nicer car than our other two.
Torne would mention the fact that, well, if they're going to be shooting at us from the air, I can't do anything with the gun on top.
But Tyler, don't forget, this car has lots of drugs. So many
Torne
drugs.
doesn't care.
Yeah, but Tyler, what if somebody just like threw all the drugs in your face? It's like lots of drugs. No?
Then I'd be immune to poison again because I have a gas mask.
You bastard.
Oh,
You
God.
say if something attacks us from the air, we'll be able to get it. I say, unless we hit another jump. My second joke of the campaign.
I like it. All right. But as you guys go, you feel just a little more shaking than usual. And as you guys peer around through the portholes and the like, you notice, well, slowly on either side, on opposite streets, are several black armored vehicles, each one with the sigil that Astara wears on her shoulder. There's no cars on the street in front of you, clearly already cleared out. A roadblock in place. They may be attempting to cordon you off, you might guess. But they will be engaged soon enough. You can essentially tell.
I have an idea.
Kills them all.
I don't know if you like it.
What is it?
Weapons.
Getting them on our side.
Elaborate.
We convinced them.
What do you mean?
Yeah, BTS is just trying to do their job. We convinced them that they're the wrong people. Telling them what to do.
It would be the truth.
It would be. And perhaps we can save more than just...
Can you do that from here, or do you need to be somewhere specific?
It might be even better if you do it.
I'll actually toss a sidelong glance, trying not to hit, something unnecessarily as I go.
I'll lean back since I'm in like the co-pilot spot. I'll lean back to Gildo. Is Gildo awake?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I'm awake now.
You're awake now. I'll look back to Gildo and I'm like, how do you feel about telling them the truth?
Makes no difference to me. Truth's gonna come out one way or another.
My fear is that it puts us at liberty, at their discretion.
The other
If I were
option?
them, I'd hold us until they heard, and that makes us vulnerable.
It's true.
Well, we don't have to get out. And just is there like
Behind a machine gun? I'm
is there
okay
a speaker
with that.
on this vehicle or anything like that?
Yeah, there's probably a loud vox caster.
Yeah, Luther could just voxcast across to the Arbites officers. Tell them an epic speech, man. This is what your commissar is all about, man.
And you, sorry, yourself, from earlier on, you have a direct link to the RBDs.
Yeah, that's what I
in
was
this-
thinking. I could like link to them and then do it wide speaker, so it's not just them hearing it. It's like anyone nearby. And
Well, no, you remember you picked up communications with Captain Horvath from the RBDs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Based up.
I can link to that too, but like also have it like we can speak
Yeah.
to the wide speaker too.
Yeah, what I'm saying is you
Propaganda
can
card.
literally radio all the
I know I
ones
can
in
radio
time.
all of them, but I'm also saying, and we can radio outside of our car, so people who are around, like civilians, can be like part of it.
Okay,
Like it's just basically starting a riot, kind of type of thing.
all right.
Propaganda
Like
card.
the governors have been lying to you. That type of like rebellion. Like get the fuck off this planet. Shit's gonna go bad.
There's no way off the planet. Everyone's just gonna. That's the problem. There's nowhere to go. These people don't have anywhere to go. They're doomed.
I would think it'd probably be best if Ostara reached out personally to the those people.
I'm not
having
gonna
been
have as
so
much
far.
authority as the person who's like the commissar of the place.
But being an
This-
Arbites, talking to an Arbites, wouldn't they at least listen to you from the
they
get-go
might listen
before
to
you
me, but it's
pass?
not
this
gonna be the
is-
same as like the second in command of their people.
Right.
This is not our problem. Let's just get off this planet.
I think her idea, though, is to help us get off the planet a little bit quicker.
Yeah,
They'll,
it's so that we
they'll
don't
be
have to
shooting
resort-
at us.
Like they'll all be freaking out trying to get off their own way, and then we're going to the smaller port, the ship that we know of.
Or they'll just loot and shoot,
Yeah.
smash and grab,
At least there'll be distractions then. Though.
figure out what they want to do before they die, One last hurrah on the brothel.
We know where Tyler would be then.
I'm throwing out what people would do in this world. That's not
sure, and
necessarily
that's the
what
first
I
thing
would
that
do.
came to your mind.
The first thing that came to your mind? Yeah.
You'd only
No, I
find me
said smash and grab. I'm going off of.
Yeah.
smash and grab. That is hey. Listen, you ain't gonna find me in a brothel unless there's a sorry there. Okay, it's the only way.
Rogan. I mean, what?
4 times the fun.
All right. So what are you guys gonna do?
I mean, I will. I'll kind of give her like an understanding nod, like not a bad idea, and just say, "What do you need me to do?"
So if we just want to do, if we don't want to like out of character, if we want to just talk to only the Arbites, we can do that totally.
You can do that. Yes.
Yeah.
No tech checks required. If you're trying to,
my thought process was just getting everybody involved so we can like just. It would start like kind of a little bit of chaos, which might help us. You know what I mean? That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. If you're trying to basically loudspeaker out from your car, it'll be a little harder. I'll make you guys roll a tech check of like
it would be
5.
both. It'd be a combination of talking to their
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
also.
It's because you're trying to hook up your radio to the loudspeakers on your car.
Yeah.
When none of you have that expertise.
Isn't that just like a button? Like I feel like people do comms. They would do comms to their.
Well, Bluetooth isn't a thing in Warhammer.
Yeah.
And
But is there plug and play? Is there USB?
it's also
Nope.
not necessarily that this vehicle
Only
has
sadness.
something like that. That's not on every.
This is a
vehicle.
fancy S vehicle. It definitely has it.
It is.
My tech is a 6. That's the best I can give you.
I mean,
I
yeah,
think
if you
I'm a
guys
6 as well. You're
just 'cause
driving
you're
though.
trying to do it in a rush. You're driving while doing it.
Well, I think I know which button to hit. Hit the button. Like I feel like this. It's just comms. It's not like
No,
a,
that's the.
it's not a complicated thing.
Well, no,
Check
it's
like,
because
Huh.
you're trying to put a secure radio network.
I think
Into
Gildo
your
and I
vehicle.
would be the only two that could do the tech to try and make a car have the loudspeaker.
Because the loudspeaker, turning that on is fine. It's literally putting a secure and encrypted network onto said loudspeaker.
Yeah, he's just saying we have to roll a tech.
Okay. Well, Gildo, what's your tech?
Oh, 6.
I can assist or I can
But-
roll. Mine's a 6 as well.
But my tech has canonically been I shove a knife in it.
Yeah. I like the idea that you just shove a knife in it again.
I know it works.
That
Do you
might
wanna roll
work, though.
Do you want to roll to assist me then, and I rolled the actual
He
tech?
shoves a
roll?
knife
No, I like
into-
it better. You assist him, and then Gildo just stabs it again.
Remember the elevator situation? Are you sure
Yeah.
you want a repeat of the elevator situation?
Yes, that was hilarious.
Or the other option is we just talk to them. But I think either way, it would be I open up to assist you, Luther, and then you do like the actual like speech because you're better at that kind of shit. I'm not a leader.
My leadership. Shit, I forgot to put points in it.
Well,
I
you
actually
can
have a
intimidate.
9 in leadership. My intimidate's better, but I don't know how scary I am on a radio.
Your leadership's a 9. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
When I first made the character, I spread out my. I went a lot into skill points.
That's good.
No.
though.
So,
So
what's
should-
your calling going to be? Loudspeaker or no loudspeaker?
Yep, that's the first thing. Out of character, we'll ruin it.
I mean, by loudspeaker, you mean like exterior to the car?
Yeah.
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 Now, I did mention that the
would
roads
be
are
encrypted.
clear around you guys at the moment.
yeah. So
I don't care. I don't care if random civvies hear us. Anyways, I'm sorry, Tyler. I just interrupted you.
No, you're fine. What Frank was saying was we encrypt it so that it's just the Arbites and then any civilian.
Well, no, the
No, no.
Arbites channel itself is the one that is encrypted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's saying the Arbites stuff is encrypted. I have
So-
access to it because I'm an Arbites officer.
Yeah.
He's saying if
Then
we want
what's
to,
the tech check for?
it's to
To
make
see
it
if we can
so that you
break
could-
the. Yeah.
yeah.
To see if you can transfer it.
Yeah.
It's to transfer that communication out to another.
Then what I would say to you to pull this back in game is say,
Wait.
you could.
I'm confused because that is an encryption coming to us. Us speaking back wouldn't necessarily have.
They
to
haven't
We're
do
not
said
with
this
speaking
the
back. We're trying to
encryption.
share the communication of
Yeah.
the Arbites officers
With
to
everyone
the
else,
people.
basically.
But why? Because if we're responding, we technically
wants to
can
start a riot.
respond on
I want to
multiple
start a riot.
channels.
The goal for me is to start an open communication with them and let the people know, like, the governors are lying to you. They're giving you the wrong information.
But why do they need to hear the Arbites? They only need to hear what Luther's saying.
Could do it that way.
I mean, you guys can, without a tech check, you can have it just open broadcast to everyone.
Because that's where I was confused. It's like, if we are talking, we can technically talk on more than one channel. Whereas
My thought process was, if the Arbites officers don't side with us, the people might side with us, and they might help us fight the officers. That's what I was trying to do.
As long as they know what the
Save
Arbites
us time,
officers
yeah.
are saying. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Now
Does that
I
make
get
more
it.
sense? Like, I was trying to start a riot kind of thing.
Yeah, I
Like the
just didn't understand that we wanted the people to hear the Arbites comms. I thought it was still just us.
Yeah,
That's
no,
why
no.
I was confused.
So when you make this suggestion, my response I gave would be, do you think you can wire it? Vroom.
I don't think I could do it, but maybe one of you? I actually look at Gildo. Because he has done...
It's the techie one.
I think I've seen these before.
Grab my knife.
I'll
do it.
Since
I'll
I
go for
can't
it, son.
shoot right now, I'll help you out.
But you said there's no civilians around, Frank. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it'd be through comm channel.
It looks like the streets have been cleared.
Yeah, then I don't think it's...
There's a maniac driving around running people
Well,
over.
That's the thing, is it's not necessarily a loudspeaker proximity wise, it's like a ham radio. You're
Will
hitting
it-
the radios in
I guess
other places.
I want to know, if we do make this roll, Frank, will it allow some civilians to hear what is being said?
Yes.
Okay, then
What
that's worth it to
the
me. Okay.
So should I roll my assist first? That's how that works, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Roll your assist. Okay. I'll allow one extra die. He oils your shoulders.
Massages your shoulders. Gil. The bromance.
Alana watches.
I hold the wire for you to stab.
So that
Don't
gives me
miss.
2 bonus dice, correct?
For him, just the one.
Oh, just one bonus. One extra.
But you
dice.
could
Thank
use the glory and a wrath.
Wrath doesn't give you an extra die, but I will use the glory for this.
But
for
you
advantage.
should
That's
use a
just the
wrath in
reroll.
case you need to reroll.
I will use a wrath in case I need to reroll.
Perfect.
Give me 11, please.
What?
Yeah. No.
We got that glory back too.
The
So-
knife goes into the panel like it's Excalibur into stone.
better,
Oh my
faster,
gosh.
more information.
What, Gildo? An 11?
I mean, yeah, all of them. I mean,
Just one.
oh, really? Just one here.
So it's
More information, right?
No,
no,
I'm saying.
it's-
I think you can only choose one.
yeah, I
Your
think
shit down.
better's the only one for
Oh, I
this.
thought for each shove you can. Okay. Never mind then.
I might have that wrong.
Just better.
Yeah,
No,
better.
I thought for each additional success you could push for those categories.
You might be able to.
And
I'm
I
thinking of
presume with an
shifting
11
glory.
I have more than one shift in my pool. That's what I'm saying.
Yes. It was
But
literally
maybe not.
difficulty of 5, so you would have 3 shifts.
Right. And so why can't it all of them?
Sure,
He
go for
wants
it.
Better,
improved
faster,
quality,
more information.
more information, and speed.
More information wise, you're not really going to get information out of this. You've discovered that stabbing a radio works. But for
There
doing
was
it
something. Sorry, can I interrupt you, Frank? Because maybe
go
there's
ahead.
something that could actually help. Maybe there was something poignant on the radio that was going on right before I stabbed it that could be helpful, or information from there.
Oh, so the point on the radio is they were giving your descriptions by order of the governess.
Yeah, we already knew that. Okay, cool.
All right.
Yeah, the governor states us.
Yeah.
Cool. Yep. So we knew that. So he stabbed the radio.
So you stab the radio. Not only, first off, you pretty much huck your knife in there. We get the little static electricity around your sword and blade. It
Mhm.
not only works immediately, but it somehow increased the broadcast distance for this ham kind of radio. It will pick up throughout most of the hive.
Okay.
Handed to Torrene.
Ah.
It's like on. It's like skewered into my. into my
He's
knife.
still holding the wire that's like the one that we needed to not cut or something. So it's like, yeah.
It's actually not the knife that's being the transmitter. We just see like static electricity go through Gildo's hair.
and
He is the
Tornade,
radio.
they're like poking each other's fingers, and you just see a spark between them.
All right. So what are you
Uh,
guys going to say?
I guess I will start the communication, and then I'll like nod at Luther to continue. So let me start it off. I basically think A star kind of like looks at Gildo and's like, this is not how I was expecting you to do it, but that works. And then she switches on to the communication for the officers, and I guess they're in the middle of saying our descriptions.
Yeah. It's actually the governess on a recorded line going over your
Oh, the
description.
governess is actually.
Yeah. It's not a live broadcast from her, but it's clearly a recording. And you can override that.
Okay. So in the middle of it, it's like you get that like she's breaking up, and then it like cuts in, and then I will step in and say,
reception sounds. Yeah.
"This is Astara, Adeptus Arbitis Officer 31697713. Do not listen to the governess and the governor. They are not who you think they are. They are people who they speak hearsay. Officers, I know it is our job to help bring the Emperor's justice upon the people. What they are doing, hearsay, they are doing wrong. We have with us Luther, Commissar. Please heed his words." And then I will switch it to Luther's.
This is Junior Commissar Luther Houchard. If you've spent any amount of time on this world, if you know anything of the governing bodies of this world, then you know who currently sits in the position of Commissar. You know the state of mind and being of that Commissar. Why do you think they've been kept in their position so long? A puppet. Someone easily pulled at the end of strings. The governors here do not listen to the word of the Lord Emperor. The governors here do not have its people or the glory of our empire in minds. They seek to enrich themselves. They seek to grow in their own power. We have stumbled across such truths. We have stumbled across details that cannot be mentioned. This is a world wrought with heresy. Understands that a decision must be made. You must either join on the side of the Lord Emperor, God Emperor, join on the side of the God Emperor and aid his minions, or be one of those who would give power to Cord.
Everyone in the vehicle make a corruption test.
Sorry!
What did you say?
A word that I probably shouldn't have, but I wanted to give it a gravity. I wanted like levity there. I wanted to...
It's a conviction roll, right?
That's
Yep.
conviction, right?
Conviction. It's a conviction.
Am I
So I'm
allowed
gonna
to
commit-
use wrath?
I'm gonna commit a wrath.
Yeah, I was gonna
I'm
commit
gonna
a wrath.
commit a wrath.
Listen,
I didn't say it. I didn't say I was, so I got
Wait,
I
I
got
feel like
corrupted.
you would have.
I was gonna say I'm not. You guys are welcome to use the glory because I said it, not you. I threw it at you.
I have a 5 and I failed, so probably. So that it's on me.
I'm re-rolling it.
And you got a complication. Oh yeah, there you go.
Is anybody gonna?
Oh, you
use
still
it?
got a complication.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh god, I hope this
You
is
got
worth
4 and a
it.
complication.
Tyler.
What's
I guess
the DC?
I'll use the glory.
Four?
If nobody else is using
my
the
DN
glory.
is 3. It should say on your sheet what your DN is.
Mine's a 4.
Okay, so you.
But why is my rating a 7?
Oh yeah,
that sounds
no, my
high.
corruption is 3.
Because
yeah, fuck,
it scales the less. If your level is unpure, it scales, and it's actually harder for you to hit
Yeah.
your DN.
It gets harder.
Wait,
the more-
Tyler, you have worse corruption than the rest of us. What did you do?
I guess I'm
I
no
have
longer.
a 4. It's conviction, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's
Yeah,
Tyler's?
my conviction
Convic-
rating is a 4.
You're
No, the
no.
corruption, the DN
It's
is right
different.
below the roll button. The DN that you have to hit.
Oh, it's a 3.
Okay, yeah. I was gonna say, I was like, what?
Oh,
You're
that's
not
easier.
here?
Okay. That's not so bad.
Okay, so I have to beat a 3.
You have to beat a 3, yeah.
That's not so
Okay.
bad.
The only way to beat
Because
it
it's
is me.
it's based on your current corruption level.
Yeah.
Okay. So which one do I roll? The die below or above?
The die above it.
Above
The
it, yeah.
conviction die.
Okay.
Yeah. The bottom one is
Maggie.
resisting.
You got
Should I
lucky.
use the glory or should I use that?
Yeah, use the glory. Use the glory.
Yeah, go
I
This
for
is
get
it.
a
this is
+1.
my fault.
This is important.
Yeah, and I'm not going to use a glory because it's my fault.
And I actually
think I
didn't
got
need
it.
to reroll.
Yeah, you're good with a 5. So I
I'm-
failed though.
I'm committing a wrath. And I'm going to roll now. I beat a 3, so I have a complication. I'm going to re-roll to see if I can get rid of that complication. So I use my wrath. Okay.
That's-
You don't.
I don't
That
think you
doesn't.
can
re-
get rid of
That's
a
not how that works.
Application stays.
That's not how it works, so
Yeah.
don't reroll.
So
Like
is there
I should.
is there a benefit to re-rolling or no?
Yes.
No,
You
There is a
reroll
better-
all your failed dice.
but you
Except
don't
for the-
re-roll the corruption.
You don't reroll
But-
the corruption.
But he's already passed. He already passed,
already
the,
passed.
the difficulty
Like,
number.
Yeah.
But I
No,
don't
he didn't.
know. Why is it a
Is
6?
The
his
DN is
difficulty-
below our thing, Frank.
Everyone
our
else-
DNs are 3.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah. Our DN says it on our sheet. I
yeah,
have a 3.
your DN for your
Yeah.
corruption is based on your corruption level.
I'm going to roll it just in case he's throwing some DM crap. Okay. So I
No,
got a 5.
there's test difficulties for corruption.
Yeah, it's all
It's
good.
based
I'm rolling.
on
I'm
your
rolling.
purity level, though.
Yeah.
Your corruption level.
Oh yeah. I think it becomes more difficult, like,
Depending on what it is.
and based on your corruption level. It's harder to resist corruption the more corrupt you get.
I mean, I had 0 corruption. I was pure, which is why I was only a 3, and I got a 5 total. Granted,
Look
with
this
a
up.
complication, but I got a 5 total.
Oh yeah, it's a base 3.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're saying
and he added more to it based on the difficulty of it.
Yeah.
I didn't know you
So
could do that. So.
it's literally there's the base difficulty number and then the DN addition that I put on it.
If we succeed, so if this like does the job because they know the significance of what the fuck I just said or whatever, then cool.
Yeah.
But also the governor's probably heard this and now they're being fucking called out. So
Or you just corrupted everybody and are more likely to be on their side.
Classic.
So the only reason, Scott, that it is a 6 for you is because you are the one that had to say it.
I'm fine with that. That's why I was fine with just rolling it anyways.
Okay, I
yeah.
thought we all didn't make it because
No.
we had to beat a 6.
The only other one that didn't make it is
Me,
Yeah,
Jodo.
Eric.
Yeah.
Because
So luckily, Astara. So a rolling
It was rough. I didn't want to do it, but I had to.
is you take twice the amount of corruption points.
oh yeah, if you fail and you get a complication, you get twice the corruption points. That's right. That's what. Yeah.
But if
Yeah.
you didn't fail,
If you didn't fail, then no,
It doesn't matter.
okay.
then it's all good. So
Did Gildo get a corruption?
Gildo,
Yeah, I get-
you took 1.
Yeah, I take 1 corruption. That's fine.
Okay, but you
Luther,
didn't get a.
you took
didn't
2.
get a-
Only
I
2.
mean, I technically, Frank, I should not start at 0.
Do you have 0?
I started at no. I had no corruption during character creation, but that makes no sense considering how I
mean-
survived Cadia.
You're right. Let's just put 25.
It does say 20.
No,
If you want, I
You could
will
roll
actually allow
for
you
it.
to take some.
I feel like I should have more than what I had.
You want to be tarnished?
I think that's pretty reasonable.
Okay. We'll just say that you started with 6.
Yeah. Okay.
In which
I'm
case,
cool with that.
Yeah.
No, let's say that brought me to 6 or something.
Yeah, let's say that brought you to 6. Now you're tarnished.
I think that's actually pretty fair. Yeah. You don't survive the fall of Cadia like as a babe with 0
So
corruption.
saying the
You're kinda
word
trans.
causes you to do that?
Yes.
Because it says encountering forbidden tomes, fighting the forces of chaos, using vile relics, or committing truly heinous acts.
So here's what I'm
Speaking
going to argue.
one of the names
Here-
of Ruinous Powers.
I'm going to argue something here, Frank.
Yes.
I should take corrupt. So I'm going to start at levels at 6 corruption now.
Mhm.
But should I be affected by hearing that in the same way that someone else would be?
You know,
I feel
honestly,
like I'm already tarnished,
at
and like
this
that
point, you're
represents that sort of
tarnished enough.
threshold. Yeah.
No, I'm
That's
actually
what
going to allow that. That's
Right,
a
that-
lawful argument.
So I'm not going to raise it, but yeah,
Yep.
exactly.
Literally, you already fought chaos multiple times.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Now, the reason for Luther actually taking the corruption and why it's such a high difficulty number is you are broadcasting to the entire hive, 3 billion people, a Ruinous Powers name.
Okay, so this is you have to beat a 2. You have to roll.
No,
the
that
DM.
would be a 2 if he just said it alone, like you guys did a couple sessions ago when you read the note.
Yeah.
He's broadcasting it to 3 billion people.
Oh, okay.
That's why it's higher. Other than that, everyone's fine. And he only took 2 corruption from it.
You just said the name.
Yeah. Chaos. They like that stuff. Say my name, say my name. They love that song. All right.
So what you're saying is that we're all perfectly fine and the plan succeeded?
Yes. Maybe. You just have to do your leadership role.
All right. So, well, I met Frank. Let me know. I mean, I threw it out there for a reason. Was it worth it?
We'll find out.
Oh, fuck you.
Okay.
All right. So this is why one of the reasons why I was hoping there'd be 1 glory left. I'm going to commit a glory to the leadership role. It's important. I'm going to commit a wrath to re-roll it. I want to get the highest possible. So for
I'm just going
leadership,
to tell you, re-roll it regardless.
okay. What is going on? I just turned myself into a vehicle. Skills. Sorry.
Can I spend a wrath to say that when I was spending time with the diabetes officers, because I did go there.
Yeah, you can say. You can basically spend a wrath to say that you actually have a better relation.
Yeah,
with
that's what I was wondering if I could do that. Because I actually went there and I was like, hey, how can I help the town, the
Yeah,
city?
you
and stuff
did
like
go
that.
there before that. So we can say that you guys built up a little bit better of a relationship while there.
Spend a wrath for that then.
All right, you guys are out of glory now.
I'm not.
No, glory.
Glory, yeah, we are.
Glory, not wrath.
Yeah,
All
we're
right.
that.
I'm going to make that. So she does the thing on her side, but it doesn't give me a modifier or anything, correct?
That's correct.
Okay. So I'm going to roll with I usually have a 9. I have a +1 die, bonus
It
die
might
for
lower
the
the
glory.
DN for you though.
That's what I'm hoping. All
Yeah.
right, here we go, boyos and
We'll see.
girlies. Okay, hold on. I want to re-roll.
Yeah,
Yep. Like I said, re-roll anyways.
8's not terrible.
that is like not your highest roll, but 8
I
is
mean,
good. 8's
I'm
good.
more scary than I am. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And I kind of use the name
8
as like
is still good,
a.
and you can shift. You can shift.
Yeah, that's true. I would shift to more
So-
successes.
Yeah.
Yeah, to be more successful. So, but again, it's one of those things where I use the name in case because I feel like intimidation could have been a factor, but I was also trying to like it was trying to scare them into these are the fuckers that you're dealing with. But I feel like leadership might still be more the accurate role.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Leadership sounds the best role, and 8 is still
Yeah.
pretty good.
Hmm.
Yeah,
I
improved
ca-
quality for sure.
I keep hearing boop boop, like I'm getting messages on Discord, and I've heard like maybe 11 of them, and I've received 1 message. It's like driving me up a wall.
I don't know, man. I'm not
I don't know
Not me.
either. I don't know what the hell's going on.
You joined a new Discord and you forgot to change your notification settings.
Oh, that's exactly what it is.
What is it?
Got you.
Oh my god! I have
Join the new
to.
Discord.
Yeah, I joined the
That's
Discord.
why I put myself on Do Not Disturb.
Yeah. What?
All
Nothing. All messages. No, nothing. Suppress everything. No, don't mobile push. Done.
Yeah, so
Thank you. I was going nuts.
as Luther
Pleasure,
speaks over
sir.
the radio and clicks off, and you guys hear the static of the radio once more, just empty, before the automated messages begin playing again. You hear just over the radio somebody picking up. This is a no longer secure channel. All units switch to emergency backup. Tori 35.
Can I switch over to that too?
No,
Why not?
you guys don't have access to that.
But it's Tori 35. Can't we try to hack into it?
That's like
You
the
guys have
code.
a hack kit
It's a
with
code thing. We have to hack within a hack.
Guild
Well,
of
luckily we
Haxaware.
have.
Is
Yeah,
one of
the
you
Gilda got a
Decker?
sword.
Who here is a Decker?
None of
Decker's
us.
the hack.
I'm gonna deck her.
Hey.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
Crystal.
No, why did you do?
Crystal.
Nope. Bye, Scott.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah,
no.
what about Crystal?
As soon as it left your
Crystal.
mouth, you're like, oh god damn it.
Crystal's not a tech person; they're a social person.
Oh,
Cool.
okay.
Let's kick him out of the back. Tell him to go talk to people and get him on our side.
Damn. We rolled
Um,
an 8 and
yeah, we'll see.
8 ends bent around.
I'm just not telling you guys.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys don't come under attack. Nothing actually happens as you continue driving. You see still to either side street every now and then when there's no building and simply a T section that you have to cross. The vehicles are still following you. You see the gateway. The doors. It looks like being closed, as they were not closed already for a reason you can't guess just yet. Or perhaps you can. There are several Arbites vehicles out in front. However, none of them are blocking the path of this essentially two-way bridge leading from the hive to the plains below. But there are several personal vehicles of the palace guards blocking your path. They seem similar enough to the Arbites vehicles, simple enforcer vehicles meant to, well, keep the peasantry in line when they decide to be uppity. In total, there's only 3 of them. One blocking each of the bridges and another in the middle. All 3 with their guns pointed towards you.
What if we just shout the Inquisition?
Good.
What if we just what?
I said, what if we just shout the Inquisition is coming?
Honestly, it just sounds like 3 more people to run over if they're not, you know.
I mean, the
Like
easiest
they see the
thing is-
viscera on the
You
truck.
could try to intimidate them out of the way.
There's like
Torne can just shoot him.
there's like a 10-month-old baby in like the
I'm
wheel
a
well.
fan
You know, like,
of trying to like talk them out of the way first if they haven't attacked us.
We're talking about palace guard as opposed to the.
Yeah, but there's
Yeah.
Arbites officers there too, and if we look if we are hostile, and we don't take an action.
We
that's
look
like-
hot.
We look hot.
Crystal,
Always
hey!
look hot.
Stick
If
my
we look
leg out that port
hostile.
window and pull my,
Just the
my
ankle, though.
shorts up.
Just
I
a
said if we
tasteful
look
ankle.
hostile, I think
Listen.
that it will be the Arbites might not be as quick to be on our side. Whereas if they look hostile first, the Arbites might be like, oh, maybe they are right.
Maggie, I'm gonna rev my engine so they look at the hood of the car. Yep, they scared.
Yeah,
Jesus.
you can talk to them. We have comms.
I am the
It was-
law.
Right?
Also, what a waste of a 15, bro.
Yeah.
I'll get another.
All right. So you guys are still driving towards them. The main gate is closing at this exit.
Yeah, tell them to stop. Intimidate them.
Torne's gonna open the port and ready the gun, unless somebody tells him otherwise in game.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we should tell them to stop. Like, Luther, just tell them to stop.
I
Don't
probably
look at me.
do. I probably do exactly that. Just stop.
To Torne?
No, to the
people
guards.
closing the gate on us.
Yeah, like hold that gate. You know, sort of.
Yeah. Can we use that
All right.
15?
I'll reroll. I don't care.
I mean, I was going to say yes, but
Sure. I mean, yeah, it's
Another
you,
roll.
man. You tell me to roll or not roll. All good.
up to you.
I'll take the
Stick
15
with
then.
15.
15,
All right.
yeah.
I'll take the
not
auto
just-
success.
not
Thanks.
just we take the 15 with the
You
7
shout.
shifting.
Oh, that's right. I pressed reroll and it got me nothing. Go ahead.
Wait.
I'm sorry.
But re-rolling does nothing.
No, I know.
Oh, okay.
You shout, they cannot hear you because you forgot to turn the broadcast on.
No.
Oh,
I
shut
did
up.
not forget to do that.
Yeah, just the command in your voice. We see that the several people by the controls in a small little Tory hut to the side put their hands up immediately and just shake their heads as the gate continues to close.
Oh.
It's not so much that they're afraid of you, it's they're afraid of something if they don't close
Oh,
it.
you're talking about Tornay on the machine gun on top? What are you talking about?
No, the 4 baddies that are here.
They're literally saying we have no control over this at the moment.
Yeah.
Is the signal that they're giving.
Oh, cool.
Can I crush the gate?
Can I shoot these people in our way?
Don't shoot the people in the way.
You
Are you
can,
asking
sure.
us in character?
Yeah, that was Tornay.
No, don't
Should I
do
open
that.
fire?
They cannot control what's happening to.
I'm not talking about the ones controlling. I'm talking about the palace guards in our way.
They act out to us. Perhaps. The palace guards are not in like crazy armored. You said they're in like.
They're in very similar vehicles to the RBDs. They look a little more beefed up and stronger, but about the same.
It's funny that they have better vehicles than the RPDs, but it makes
I don't know.
sense because of well, their focus is
What is-
obviously.
I don't know what our other options are for the gate other than either we blast through the gate full speed or I try to crush the gate.
The gate itself, you might be able to stop it if you crush it, but you need to use a lot of power.
Over 9,000.
Over 9,000. At the same time,
Or
you would
could
need to
Tornado
Come on,
ram
chat.
through another
Come on,
one of the
chat.
vehicles.
Or could Tornado just shoot it?
Yep, so Turane can attempt to destroy one of the vehicles. Granted,
Not the vehicle, the
control-
gate.
Oh, the gate?
Yeah, we wanted to
You
break.
still need to ram through a vehicle.
That's easy.
Oh, the vehicles are in the way.
Yeah.
I mean, these are RBD's vehicles, are mine.
All
These
right,
are like
so-
SWAT vans.
I say go for the sign. You shoot the sign.
Command
use
them
Rinse
to
and
get
repeat.
them out of the way.
I use 2 of my 3 wrath, Frank, and I have a satchel charge.
Okay. You can. I'll allow it.
And now I'm gonna hurl a satchel charge.
You are
It
still
lands directly in front of you.
Yeah.
You then run it over and blow up.
Like a football field away from these vehicles. You throw it.
It's like when you play words and you aim
Fire
poorly.
blows up.
I mean, I'm just trying to think of what I would do. Hey, Gildo, I think it's time to make those Molotovs out of those liquids down there.
Throw drugs at them.
Yeah, show that you're not the crazy car.
Molotovs aren't going to
Drugs.
move the cars.
So it's clear
Just
that someone
get the
else
spray
is
can, write free drugs on the side.
It's clear that someone else is controlling them.
With the E
Yes.
backwards.
Like it's clear to all of us that someone else
Yeah.
is controlling them. Just so you're
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
aware.
I say,
Would you
There's no
actually want to
reasoning.
kill them?
Yeah, if they're in the way
Look.
and that's our way out, yeah.
I'll only have to kill what's absolutely necessary.
Yeah,
I just need to
it's-
get the hell out of here.
It's
Like,
not
Same-
palace
same.
guards who
I don't
are
care what's
closing the
necessary.
gate.
Yeah, yeah.
It's civilians.
I just want.
Are simple workers who are working the gate.
Yeah,
They're
I
the
just-
ones in the way?
You can't do anything. No, there's
I want to get to the ship. That's all.
Palace guard, basically SWAT vans, blocking your exit with another kind of in the middle of them.
But if the guys are like holding their hands back, then
The
they're
civilians
not
are.
actually doing the controls.
Yeah, they're not the ones in control of the.
But there's,
Oh, then there's no reason to kill them.
That's what I'm saying.
No, but I was being told they were like mind control, and that wasn't who Tornay was going to shoot. He was going to shoot the vehicles.
No,
and
we
the
know who's
stuff
mind
on
controlling
top.
them. It's the baddies that the names we're not allowed to.
But they're not mind controlling them. They're sitting with their arms up. They're not controlling the gate
Yeah,
control.
they're in. We have no control over this. We can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
Please don't kill us.
Frank, what's the gate comprised of?
The gate itself is just kind of like the garage gates that you guys went out of. It's a lot bigger, thicker, meant to stave off multiple blasts in case of a siege.
Okay, so it's actually made out of a fairly flip and durable material. Cool.
Yeah, it's just
how-
like pure metal.
And is it lowering like a garage door?
Yes.
Okay. How tall are these vehicles between us and the gate?
About 6 feet tall,
And how tall is our vehicle?
about 10 feet tall.
Okay, that sounds like a shave. How close is the vehicle in front of the gate to the gate? Like how far from us? How far from the gate is it?
How far from the gate? It's probably about 10 yards.
So if I smash one of those cars hard enough, very likely it'll stop the gate by jamming it. Like it'll be like a wedge, like putting your foot in a door because you're a creepy pizza guy and you really want to tip.
Possibly.
Cool. I don't know why I went there, but
I don't have that experience, but apparently you do, so I'll go with it.
okay. So I look to Astara because like everybody's kind of like talking back and forth amongst one another. I look to Astara, but I say to all of them, I say, I'm going to make a wedge and floor the pedal.
All right, let's do another ram. Cool.
Unless somebody else has an idea.
All right.
I mean, my thought was to shoot the controls systems and hopefully not hit the people standing by them.
Feel free. Go right ahead. You have a swivel gun. Swivel and shoot.
That was my goal.
I could also try to like crush it.
Yeah, you could move the people out of the way.
Like I said,
I can't
Maggie
move the
can
people out of the
attempt
way.
to crush
Yep.
and hold it.
You guys do your thing. I'm doing mine. Gildo,
Good.
strap in or strap on.
What?
My, you're strapping.
Grab the.
All right.
yeah.
Is
You
it,
grab
belts.
the woman? Got it.
do I get to know what the DC is for me to hit the controls?
God, no.
All right, I've got a Wrath for reroll set
human
and ready.
shield.
Do I hit?
Cool. Yeah, that actually is right on the dot. So
Oh my.
Cool. I get to roll damage then, right?
Yeah.
nah, you didn't need to. Unless you're trying to kill people.
No, I'm trying to just break the systems that are closing the gate.
Yeah. So you literally, we see this little toy booth just erupt in gunfire. The people dodging out of the way, out of the booth as sparks fly. The gate is closing slower, but still closing.
All right, I'm gonna shoot at wherever the other controls are.
That's the only control booth.
Oh, well, that did something.
I will try to. No, don't. You're gonna give us corruption just by saying it in Twitch chat.
Do it.
I will try to crush it then. We'll do a wombo combo.
hmm
I will spend a wrath to reroll if I need to.
All right. So I'll tell you this. Reroll, yeah.
What my? Yeah.
Basically, I'm going by the number that you get, not by the damage.
Yeah.
Perfect. Right on the dot.
Yeah.
Difficulty of 10 for both. Yeah, so Asara, you reach out and you have to strain yourself as the gates come screeching to a halt. You can see to the sides of the gates just sparks pouring down as the mechanisms within strain themselves and begin to overwork themselves as you guys drive closer and closer. All right, if you're going to try and ram the car, well, just make a pilot check.
All right. Well, Torne is running down and trying to latch himself in now.
I'm just focusing on holding it up. You just see me.
Did I
Like,
roll in athletics to see how fast I do?
Nah, you're fine.
Okay.
Pilot check, Mr. Luther.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Here we go. Oh, do I have anything to invest? I have
I'm not-
nothing.
I can't.
Nothing.
Oh wait,
There's no.
do it on the civilian chimera. Roll it on that because you just got to put your dice on there for the ramp.
No, that's good. It's good. 'cause
No,
I-
not for the
I
ramp,
got
just
it,
a pilot check.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right. Here we go. Not bad.
Not
Not
bad
bad.
at all.
Perfect.
All right.
So we see you just because you guys aren't trying to like destroy the vehicle, just moving it. Yeah, you just pedal to the metal, go down. We see the treads just speed up, and all three guns from these palace enforcer vehicles open fire, pinging off of the vehicle itself. We see a few shots ricochet and actually crack the glass in front of you, Luther. As you get closer and closer, you just boom, barrel through the engine block of one of the enforcer vehicles, and we see it doesn't flip or anything, it just moves to the side from the force of this chimera. And in front of you are the long slums leading for miles and miles to your your knowledge, these are the only vehicles that could pursue you that you can see.
Did we smash both of them or just the one?
Just the one.
I look at Torine, who had pulled out and mentioned the pack earlier, and say, toss it.
All right. Satchel charge.
All right. And our last scene is we just see Torine unstrap from his seat, go up over the hatch, pull the string on the satchel charge, and just throw it. And we see the satchel charge flying in the air as the screen goes black.
You know what's funny is badasses don't look at explosions, and Torine's standing there like watching it.
That would not be the case. He does not want to be exposed. There's gunfire coming at the vehicle.
So did our vehicle, just to be clear, did our vehicle actually like get through the gate? Like it stopped it enough, or that we actually got under it?
Yeah, you guys stopped enough.
Cool.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
crushed. I was
like-
holding the gate. I'm like
Not bad.
focusing to hold
Yeah.
the gate.
Yeah. Cool. So she held it. I smashed through. He blew up the other car. We good.
And Torne stopped it so it was going slower, so that's probably what allowed me to kind of hold it up.
Yep. That's
I
exactly-
understand you fade to black, but one last question about like scenic stuff.
Mhm.
After she released the restraint herself, after she released her crush and everything, how much down did the gate drop behind us? Was it able to completely close?
Oh.
Was it wedged still?
Basically what happened is all the gears and stuff were straining and breaking. So as soon as she releases, it just is going to slam.
Oh, 100% shut?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah! Oh, so good. Go team. Come on. High fives. Yeah. No,
I had a nice bunch
Yeah!
of criticals today.
yeah. And Gildo's like, I just washed my hands.
He took a nap.
Get a good nap.
I don't high five.
I don't high five. No high five, man. We got held up.
Elbows. Is that virus going around?
Is Eric muted? Because I don't hear him.
No, I'm
Just not
I'm
speaking.
here. I'm just
Oh.
joking. Yeah.
You're just leaving us hanging.
Apparently.
Right. Well, that's gonna be it
Yeah.
for episode 15. I feel like we have to name this "The Fast and the Glorious."
Yeah, absolutely.
it.
Like it's too great. Thank you for joining us for another episode of Unsung Fury. We hope that you enjoyed it, and if you did, be sure to hit all of the follow buttons and subscribe buttons and all of that jazz. If you're here on Twitch, hit that follow button. You can also subscribe if you want to help support the channel by going to twitch.tv/MargaretCrone and subscribing. You also get some really cool emotes. We have a Discord with an amazing community where you can talk about all the spoilers and whatnot. And Frank also runs some games on some other days where you can play the opposition that we may encounter in the future, which is kind of pretty fun. So you can actually be part of the journey that is Unsung Fury. Your character might be the one we're fighting. Who knows? And then, of course, follow us on all the things so that you can know whenever we go live at Margaret Crone. And of course, this video will be up on youtube.com/MargaretCrone Plays for those of you who kind of tuned in towards the end here, or if you want to check it out and love over there. Hit the subscribe button and be notified whenever it goes live. So let's go around so you can know what all of these lovely people are doing, because not all of them are just only on this channel. They do a lot of other tabletop action and gameplay. So you'll definitely want to go check them out. We'll start backwards this time. Frank, tell us where people can find you at, and of course, what your favorite moment was tonight.
Hello, as you all know, I'm Controller Frank. You can find me Twitch, Twitter, Controller Frank. I will actually be running a not Wrath and Glory game soon, but the beginning of the Space Viking community, or multi-community, Stars Without Number, West March style game named West of Orion. It's going to be multiple groups, multiple game masters, all in a shared universe.
And he wrote
Good.
a bunch of lore for you all.
Good
Well,
God.
not lore, rules.
Rules. Sorry.
Good
So,
God.
if you would like to play, or possibly be a game master in that setting, feel free to ping me, let me know, join our Discord. I will probably actually make a separate Discord channel for it soon. But right now we have like 10 to 20 people as players, so I need more
DMs.
DMs, please.
running stars with that number isn't very difficult.
It's
actually,
very
as far as
easy.
games go, it's pretty easy.
It's basically, if you want to be the storyteller in a shared world, you totally can be. But our first session will be on Sunday. It was going to be last Sunday, but I realized it was the Super Bowl and called it off. My bad.
Frank's like, what are sports?
I love sports. My Chiefs won. They're the baby
Okay.
Patriots.
You just forgot.
Baby.
Yeah, I forgot.
Okay.
I literally forgot it was the Super Bowl.
I'm pretty sure they haven't cheated, so I wouldn't call them the baby Patriots yet.
Excuse me.
Excuse me?
You're a little bitter for your 2-14 team there, Tyler.
Hey,
Maybe
listen,
if you
we're
won a
number
game
one
or
right
two, you
now.
could get
We're
over-
number one
Oh,
right now.
Number
This
one
is like
for
part
what?
Number one overall
Don't talk
pick.
about sports.
Oh wow, that means you were the worst.
Oh.
It doesn't matter. I'm talking about teams in general. I know my team sucks. At least they don't cheat.
My team
Every
doesn't cheat
team
either.
cheats.
They win.
Yeah.
They
They
win.
didn't just try to cheat against the worst team in the NFL.
They did it.
Just
You're
saying.
right. Thank
I'm
you.
just
Thank you for
saying. They
admitting it.
totally just
You're
killed the
terrible.
Bengals. Whatever.
You're terrible. Listen, Bengals even know where to put their paperwork.
my
Hire better interns.
Frank.
Frank, I just pinged you on
I saw.
Twitch, and the last conversation we had on there was on the 3rd of August in 2017.
That
Wow.
doesn't surprise me.
That's like
We've known each
yesterday.
other for a while.
Wow. No. That was the last conversation on Twitch Whispers. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
nobody uses Twitch Whisper anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
really what it is.
Scott, I have you on Skype and Discord.
All right, go ahead, Maggie. I'm sorry.
Is there anything else you want to add, Frank? If not, let us know what your favorite moment was.
My favorite moment. That's a tough one. Probably that last scene of the combination of the shooting and the psyche just holding the gate, adoring it.
Definitely epic. I love the synergy between all of our classes. And I love that none of us are really tech people, but somehow Gildo
But somehow
keeps
the least techie person is the tech
rocking
person.
it. I'm the least techie person, I actually think. And then, of course, moving on to Gildo. Eric Vulgaris, tell us where people can find you at, and of course, what your favorite moment was tonight.
Oh yeah, I mean tonight. Tonight's. I think my favorite moment is the fact that I was asleep through it. But also, I loved actually. I was gonna say first that I like those stars flashback scene not vision thing or like like the. I really like the idea that Frank was like, oh yeah, hey, by the way, you're not in control here. What's up? I thought that was actually really cool. I'm stealing something like that from my own.
By the way, I told
it's a great idea.
all three of them guys. I told Scott specifically, hey, Scott, get her inside. And I told Eric and Tyler, just let it happen.
She said.
Nice.
So that's really cool. But you can find me. I'm Eric everywhere. I'm Eric Vulgaris everywhere. You can find me all over. Also like role playing games. I've been reading up about Lehman Russ lore, and I'm super.
He's
super
an
into
asshole,
it.
right? I love him.
No, I mean the tanks.
Oh yeah. Well,
I have the idea. I mean, I want to do a Wrath and Fury one shot or something where everyone's a tank crew to a Lehman Russ.
Yes.
yes.
Like every person has their own tank?
No, you're all in the same tank,
Oh, okay.
and like you're all just playing the same crew people.
I actually have a model that you can use. I'll throw it over to you. It's a PNG Lehman Russ, where it's the body and then the turret. So
Oh, that would be perfect.
the turret
Well,
player can actually control the turret. The driver can control the body.
oh my god, you
That's
are.
awesome.
I've done it
That's-
before. It's
That's
Yeah.
pretty. It's pretty hot.
Fun, probably.
because you have to have
I was
You have,
thinking
like, waves
gunner,
of monsters
driver,
coming and shit?
commander, and radio officer.
Yeah, you need the gunner, the driver, commander, and then you would also generally have 2 extra people in the tank for the side guns.
Yep.
So like that's plenty of people for a game, and there's probably 2 NPCs / replacement characters.
Yeah.
Um,
but what I did,
and give them a shitty tank that's like just barely survived, and
But-
see how long they last, and then ultimately they might get a vanquisher.
oh no, it's good. But what you should do is what I did is the radio officer. You are the one that tells that person the orders through text. They have to tell everyone else, here are the
Oh.
orders. So it's
Oh
a
my
game of
God.
telephone, and they can bullshit.
Oh my god,
So it has to
That's
be
wild.
the actual trusty person.
Ooh, that is
Okay.
fun.
that's actually pretty cool. I'm into it. Yeah. All right. Okay.
All right.
Okay. Yeah. I'm here for it.
Moving
Okay.
on
Anyways,
from-
that's not, yeah. Enough about
moving on
us.
From that, we've got Torne, played by Apocalypto12. Tell people where they can find you at, and of course, what your favorite moment was tonight.
Hi, I'm Tyler, Apocalypto_12 all over social media and Twitch and all of that. If you want to check out my YouTube channel, there's no underscore. Just get rid of that, youtube.com/Apocalypto12, because for some reason YouTube doesn't want the underscore. I don't understand. But anyway, my favorite moment was probably the Luther going all Vin Diesel through the big mech warrior thing. And the work that took, shooting down a sign to Ostara trying to crush it and kind of holding it in place, and then whoop, we go right through the center. But yeah, I'm over on Scott's channel on Friday nights. I'm here on Monday nights for D&D-esque stuff, Warhammer here, Aurorum Regicide over on Scott's channel. And then I stream on my own, mostly on Tuesdays, and I'm doing all kinds of other stuff behind the scenes. So my streaming schedule is really struggling lately. But I'm around. I'm working on videos and all kinds of stuff.
Awesome. Of course, moving on to Delric, who plays Luther. Tell us what your favorite moment was tonight, and of course, where people can find you at.
Favorite moment was all of the Fast and Glorious. Every moment of Maggie, like fucking jumping in the front seat and being super badass, and then like ripping the girl back and like healing her up and hopping in, and she's still being badass. And then like hopping over my lap to sit the other side. I take over, smashing through civvies like they're nothing, blasting through some dudes, shooting down sides, jumps, the nudge at the end there, the toss of that, all Fast and the Glorious was amazing. If only that was like a little like a 30-second animated scene, or like a little comic strip. So cool. Yeah. Anyways, where can you find me?
282 civilian casualties apparently.
Oh yeah,
That's it. That's not enough. Not
Is
enough.
that how many
Not enough.
casualties? Oh
That's not
my
enough.
gosh, that's a lot.
Those are little boy numbers. So over on twitch.tv/Daleric or youtube.com/Daleric, you will find Aurorum Regicide, the key mentions. You'll also find Aurorum Kingmaker. And I have announced that starting this month on Thursday nights at 9 p.m. EST, there's also going to be Aurorum Thronekeeper. These are 3 campaigns in the same world playing different tabletop gaming systems, 5e, Pathfinder, and Fantasy Age. They are all linked to one another, all affect one another. It's actually a pretty cool project to have going on. Technically, there's a 4th campaign that affects that as well as
Stars of the Number campaign.
So yeah. I'm not even joking. As soon as I got this announced, I was like, so how can I get Commodore? Like now I want to do a 4th campaign called Commodore using the 7 Seas, or what's that book called I bought? Is it 7 Seas? Does it sound familiar?
Seven Seas is the seafaring one.
Yeah, so I was like, now I want to do another one called Aurorum Commodore and have it be 7 Seas. And they're like, okay, now have a 4th campaign that all interact.
Yeah.
Anyways, super cool. The new campaign's starting later on this month. So blah, 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 blah. Let's Fast and Glorious.
Awesome. That's cool. Everyone's got awesome things going on, so definitely check them out and see what they're up to. I think there's so many favorite moments for me. One is like obviously Gildo again with the tech and the knife. It just somehow it's always working. Like you roll really well too. It's always like an 11. It's not like, oh, I roll like a 4 or 5.
The funny thing is, all my tech points have literally, I put them in there as a joke, explicitly for that joke as a meme. And it's also, it turns out I'm the only person who put tech points into anything. And so is this me.
Yep.
I think you need to keep putting points in it because it works really well.
I'm like,
Although,
okay, I guess I'm doing it.
That other thing you're talking about behind the scenes about possibly getting looks pretty cool too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited for next episode. Maybe we'll actually finally get to see what happens when we get on the ship. Also, I'm excited to be in space again because we haven't gotten to really be in space for a while.
I haven't been in space.
Yeah, it's space. I love space. So thanks for joining us. And of course, I think like my second favorite thing is just every single time. Well, the first initial thing with Scott being like, I'm just gonna run the car right through, and I'm like, no, this cannot work. And even Tyler's like, I don't know if we should be doing that. And somehow it just works. So we had to repeat it twice.
It's epic rolling. Listen, Maggie, if it makes you feel any better, I'm playing FFG on Wednesday nights, and in that game, I roll horribly. Like I fail everything. So I do well here and fail miserably there.
Your
So
rolls
it's like
are just always insane. And that one time you're like, I rolled a 15, and you're like, oh, I can throw that away. I'll just roll again, and you roll another 15. I'm like, what?
oh, I think I technically pressed re. Oh, that was last week. Sorry, last
week you
session.
rolled an 18, and then later you rolled a 19.
19, yeah. This one I pressed re-roll and didn't get another success. That's what that was. Yeah.
All right, well, we're going to wrap it up. We'll see you all next Monday for some more Warhammer action. We always appreciate you all joining us and hanging out. But we got to go. Bye.
Corn.
No.
Everyone roll.
You're going to get us corruption.
Right now.
If you're watching live, I will host somebody, so stick around.
For corn.
No. All right, thank you all so much for tuning in. We super duper appreciate it. We're gonna host somebody else, so let me refresh this to make sure I host somebody who's actually live with content. We want to see some content.